On a 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage is inside the 25. Burrow checks with Pirine, who shifts forward by a step to his right. A jump on the right side. Burrow trying to get out of trouble. Spin move. Burrow is sacked on the play. Couldn't get away from Boogie Basham. Penalty marker. It's a loss of 10. Carl Sheffer.
Offside. Number 55. Defense. A 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Well, no wonder Boogie Basham had such a straight line to the quarterback.
Usually they blow the whistle and call it unabashed to the what's the word?
Unabated. Unabated.
See, you're unabashed. I'm unabated.
We're both Well, right now, Cincinnati has got a first down because of that penalty against Basham. We got it down to the 5-minute mark of this opening quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 18. Bengals threatening again. Burrow from the gun. Swing pass to the left. Caught by Mixon. Turns it upfield to the 15. Angled out of bounds along that left side by Edmonds. Picks up 5 yards. Cincinnati, the play calling has been on the money for Brian Callahan along with head coach Zach Taylor. These two guys combining to make it happen right now.
Is good in offensive excellence. I mean, against Kansas City, I thought they were outstanding, but this is even better.
2nd down and 5 from the 13. Single setback is Mixon. Handed off to the right side. He gets tripped up. Matt Milano sniffs it out for Buffalo. Looked like Mixon was going to make one more cut to the outside. Milano didn't let it happen.
Yeah, Milano did a great job, as did Ed Oliver, who kind of blew it up inside. Oliver pushed one of the pulling guards back into the backfield. Milano's one of the best linebackers you never hear about. He's really good.
They break the huddle. Burrow is a perfect 8 of 8 for 90 yards. He has the touchdown to Chase. 3rd down and 7 from the 15. Bengals up 7-0. Shotgun. Burrow. Pump fake.
Wide open.
Burrow fires. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. Pitch and catch for the score. Working the right side. Cincinnati has been absolutely perfect in this opening quarter. And the Bills fans are stunned. It's 13-0 Bengals.
So uncharacteristic of a Leslie Frazier coach defense. It's called a pump bubble. So there's a wide bunch. You fake the bubble screen. Everybody comes flying up, and Hayden Hurst runs a little wheel route behind it, and there was nobody within 5 yards. Another bust. Another touchdown.
And Mike Hurst had not scored a touchdown since week 5. And here he is in a big playoff game, getting to the end zone. Extra point is good from McPherson. It's a 14-0 lead. Cincinnati owning this opening quarter. 3:47 to go. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
At Wrangler, we know that life is all about taking the reins, no matter what's in front of you or which way the road turns. Because life is one big glorious ride, and Wrangler jeans are made to handle every step of it. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy. Taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Looking for a perfect post-holiday pick-me-up? Well, treat yourself to a $5 pot pie from KFC. For a limited time, pot pies at Kentucky Fried Chicken are now just $5. Each KFC pot pie is made with a delicious mix of tender chicken, savory sauce, perfectly cooked veggies, and topped with a golden flaky crust. It really is the ultimate $5 comfort meal. only at KFC. That's finger licking good. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Tax extra.
Barbasol shaving cream is available in 5 fantastic flavors to customize your close shave. Whether it's original, soothing aloe, or Pacific Rush, there's one for every face. Find your favorite Barbasol today. Barbasol.
Iron Eagle Mike Mayock here in the Grainger broadcast booth at Highmark Stadium. Postseason play is exciting, but the season never ends for your business. Grainger helps keep you going with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 support. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by. 10 plays, 72 yards. It took 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Cincinnati is up 14-0. In their last 4 games, the Bengals have outscored their opponents 39-0 in the first quarter. They've got 9 first downs. Buffalo yet to convert on a third down. Just 1 possession for the Bills. Kickoff over the head of Hines and through the back of the end zone. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on Fox later today. The Dallas Cowboys meet the San Francisco 49ers in the divisional playoffs. Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl 57 on Fox. You can also hear that game right here on many of these same stations on the NFL app or online at westwoodrunsports.com. Well, the Bills now in a 14-point hole. Second game this season where they trailed by more than 1 score. The only other week 4 at Baltimore. High snap out of the gun. It's a handoff. Singletary to the left side. Crosses the 25, and he's brought down to the 28 by Mike Hilton. So picks up modest gain, 3 yards on first down.
And this is where I think Buffalo just has to calm things down. It's 14-0. We're playing poorly. We've only had 4 offensive snaps so far. We've got to have a long drive, reestablish some control of the line of scrimmage with that offensive line, and don't panic.
Bills have been dominant here at home, 12-1 in their last 13 games in Orchard Park. They've got James Cook in there. He sets up to the left of Allen. Handed to him to the right side. He's got a little bit of room. Tried to stutter step, and the Bengals get over there in a hurry. Jesse Bates, along with Cam Taylor-Britt, leading the pursuit to limit the Cook carry for 2 yards.
You know, they don't really have superstars on defense, Cincinnati, but they've got a lot of really good football players that play at a high level together. One of them is Jesse Bates, and I think he's one of the better safeties in football. Easily made an open field tackle. We'll talk about him a little more as the day progresses.
Bates had 9 tackles in that win over Baltimore last week. They got the fumble in the jungle from Sam Hubbard to get the W. 3rd and 5. Shotgun. Allen. Look out. Allen trying to get rid of it. As he was hit, the ball is free. Scooped up by Cincinnati and pushed out of bounds. Von Bell. Josh Allen was trying to make a play. He got hit by Trey Hendrickson, and he lost the football. It's ruled incomplete. Wow. And the Bills fortunate that they will punt it.
Yeah, it's only a 3-man rush, and Deion Dawkins, the left tackle, gets beat cleanly on the outside by Trey Hendrickson, who had 8 sacks during the season and is relentless. Great play by Hendrickson.
And Allen, right at the last moment, just attempted to flip it to his running back, and the ball bounced in his direction. No fumble, incomplete. Sam Martin, the punt. It's a high one, sailing to Taylor. He's got room to work with. Near side 19. Makes a cut to the 25. Outside 30. Forced out of bounds at the 33.5-yard line. Solid return by Taylor. And Matakevich there to force him out. 51-yard punt. 14-yard return. Cincinnati with 2:11 to go in this opening quarter. They've got a 14-0 lead in Buffalo. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Monster.com can help you tackle the job hunt and make your next career move in football and in life. There's the regular season, and then there's the playoffs. Monster.com knows that scoring your next job, that's a playoffs moment. To bring your A game, you need Monster.com. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com has all you need for a strong performance when it counts. We all know the playoffs are no time for messing around. Go to Monster.com and win the job hunt. Monster.com.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. It's time for another memorable moment in football history, sponsored by NetSuite by Oracle.
Second and goal from the 1, first play of the fourth quarter. Woods gets the carry. Woods, touchdown, Cincinnati. We will see the Icky shuffle for the second time today as the Bengals have their largest lead of the afternoon.
Jim Nantz had the call on CBS Radio Sports, led by a punishing ground attack that racked up 175 yards. The Bengals shuffled their way to an appearance in Super Bowl 23. They knocked off the Bills 21-10 in the 1988 AFC title game. The always charismatic Icky Woods led the way, accounting for 102 of those rushing yards and a pair of touchdowns on a frigid day in Cincinnati, which made passing the ball rather difficult for both Boomer Esiason and Jim Kelly. Through a combined 5 interceptions. Blustery conditions, wind chill of 7 degrees. Both those offense, future Hall of Famers, Kelly, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, they couldn't get anything going. 0 for 10 on third down, just 181 total yards. That's today's memorable moment in football history, sponsored by NetSuite by Oracle. If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. To learn more about NetSuite by Oracle, visit netsuite.com/touchdown. That's netsuite.com/touchdown. Iron Eagle Mike Mayock, Ross Tucker, 146 yards of offense for Cincinnati. Buffalo has got 11 total yards in the opening quarter.
2 3 and out. Can't win that way.
Cincinnati takes over a 1st and 10 at its own 33. They've run the ball effectively. Mixon in the backfield. Burrow looking to throw it. Burrow throws over the middle, and it's dropped. He was trying to hit Mitchell Wilcox, a little bit offline, but certainly catchable, and it's incomplete, something that I have not said yet today in regards to Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's 9 for 10. And when you watch his tape, you can't but marvel about his ability to not turn it over, get the ball to the right receiver. He's got every physical skill set you could ask for, and boy, is he smart.
2:06 to go in the first. 2nd down and 10 for Cincinnati. Shotgun once again. Burrow fires it to the right side. It is knocked away at the last moment. Chase, he thought he was going to have room in front of him, but Dane Jackson played it well and was looking for the INT. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Buffalo brought a linebacker, Matt Milano, who actually had 2 sacks a week ago against Miami. They got it blocked up, and Burrow underthrew the route just a little bit, and Dane Jackson got a piece.
Turnovers have not been an issue for Cincinnati this season. 4th fewest in the NFL, 18 on the year. Burrow is now 9 of 11, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. 3rd down and 10 from the 33. Thunderous reaction from the crowd. Burrow hangs in the pocket. He throws it on the money for a 1st down. Trenton Irwin, who has been a factor for this Cincinnati team, great hands, hauls it in for 13 yards, working that right side. That quiets the crowd.
Really well done, because he's an inside receiver. He gets just to the 1st down marker, turns around, and Burrow throws it on the outside away from a linebacker coming inside out. Beautiful throw and an even better catch.
Undrafted free agent out of Stanford, and he has carved out a role. He's just not a backup guy. They'll run some stuff for him.
And he's forced to play some special teams also. You're the 4th or 5th guy, you got to play teams.
Carl Sheffers was just checking on the clock. We are all set. They'll roll it with 1:54 and counting left in this opening quarter. It has been dominated by the Cincinnati Bengals, trying to advance to the AFC Championship game for the 2nd consecutive year. Shotgun for Burrow, new set of downs to work with, out across the 45. Burrow, deep drop. He throws to the left, and one-handed attempt, incomplete. It looked like Boyd had a chance at it. The Pittsburgh native got his left arm around it, but Taron Johnson did just enough defensively, and it's incomplete.
It was really good coverage and an unbelievable throw. And basically, as Ross talked about earlier, they're playing a little more single high right now. And the slot, Tyler Boyd ran a seam right up the middle of the field. Burrow had him with a left-handed extended up high, and he almost brought down the one-handed catch.
Bengals are operating at the 46-yard line on Cincinnati's side of the field. Right hash, shotgun, Burrow. To his left, Mixon, handoff, slicing to the right side, and Mixon runs into a wall at the 48-yard line. He picks up 3. First man to lead the brigade, Tremaine Edmonds. Our score here in Buffalo, 14-0. Cincinnati in front. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. The Bengals trying to convert now on a 3rd and 7, Mike.
This is where they bring pressure, Buffalo. 3rd down, 6 to 9. They're going to show 7 men up on the line of scrimmage. We'll see how many actually come.
Trips to the left, 3 receivers, 1 to the right. Shotgun for Burrow. He's got the snap. Rush is coming. Burrow steps up. Burrow looking to run, and he is slammed down. Matt Milano brings him down to the turf, and it's 4th down. A loss of 3.
They do a lot of creative things because Milano is so athletic. They rushed 4, and he spied the quarterback. He just moved laterally with Burrow, and when Burrow climbed the pocket and escaped, Milano was waiting for him.
And if Milano's not there, it's a 1st down for Burrow. He thought he had enough daylight, but Milano closed quickly. Drew Chrisman will punt it. Talented first-year punter from Ohio State, averaging just under 48 yards per kick. His first punt of the afternoon. We're down to 12 seconds left. Snap, punt on the way. It is angled off to the right, and it's out of bounds. After I gave him all the plaudits. The dreaded announcer jinx on punters. You don't hear it very often. And it's a 27-yard kick.
That's on you, Ian.
That's on me.
That's on you,
I'm going to take it. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, Chrisman. 6 seconds left. Breaking the action here in the first quarter. 14-0. The Bengals in front. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
6 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Buffalo takes over at its own 25-yard line. Shotgun. Allen pump trying to throw. Allen is devoured at the 22. Von Bell. The Bengals had coverage. Allen had to eat it.
It was the basketball pump fake. Von Bell come off the edge untouched. Allen got him up into the air. But then when he had to bring the ball down, Allen came back and got him for the sack.
End of the first quarter, the Bengals in front, 14-0 on Buffalo. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We'll get you set up for some stronger start. You might just need a fresh charge, and we'll take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Baseball, basketball, pickleball. Those are sports, and people love sports. If you love sports, you should know this. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. Does saving have anything to do with sports? No, but people love sports, so I'm yelling sports out. Hockey, swimming, golf. Not all sports have the word ball in there, so save big when you switch to Progressive. Go sports teams!
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
The reimagined Pro Bowl presented by Verizon is headed back to Las Vegas. Watch Peyton and the AFC take on Eli and the NFC yet again. But this time, the Mannings will compete as head coaches leading the best in the league. Catch new skills challenges and fan favorites like Best Catch and Epic Dodgeball and the first ever NFL flag football game. Tickets starting as low as $35 for the 2023 Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon. Sunday, February 5th, 12 p.m. Pacific at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. Visit ProBowl.com/tickets to buy your tickets today.
Today's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One is sponsored in part by NerdWallet, by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by Monster.com, by Progressive Insurance, by Culligan Water, and by NFL.com. Start of the second quarter here in Orchard Park, New York. Cincinnati own that first quarter. They've got a 14-0 lead. Buffalo with the football facing a 2nd and 13, now moving from right to left. Shotgun formation for Allen. Protection holds up. Allen slings it and hits his man at the 37-yard line. He drove that football hard into the chest of Stephon Diggs for 15 yards.
Big-time play by Allen. Pressure up the middle. Did a nice job getting away from Tupou and delivering it right between the 1 and the 4.
So they're going to spot it just shy of the 38-yard line. Buffalo has got a first down. First one of the day. James Cook in the backfield. Fake it. Allen, quarterback keeper. Allen running towards the left, and he's hit across the middle as he crosses the 40. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Mike Hilton helping out in run support, one of the better nickelbacks in the NFL.
And to Josh's credit that time, he was looking for a bubble screen wide. It did not line up, so he just tucked it and picked up a few.
From the 41, 2nd down and 7. Allen steps backwards, shotgun formation. He's got 3 receivers off to the right. Looking to his left. Allen waits, throws, a low throw. It's handled at midfield by Gabe Davis. Clean catch and a first down. It covers 9 yards. Buffalo is on the move.
Gabe Davis was a 4th-round pick in 2020. Last week he had 6 catches for 113 yards and a touchdown. He doesn't have volume catches, but his catches typically are for first downs and touchdowns.
6 touchdowns in his last 3 playoff games. First down, quick snap. Allen in the pocket. He will fire to the right, and it's caught by Diggs. He falls down as he makes the grab, crossing the 45. That's good for 6 yards and touched immediately after hitting the ground.
And Diggs got up, Ian, and he went with his hands like, bring it up high. Let me run with the football. Don't make me go to the ground, Josh.
They have a great working relationship, tremendous friendship as well, and obviously chemistry that QBs and wide receivers would die for. Swing it to the left side, cut by Beasley. Cole Beasley turns it upfield, slides down at the 32-yard line. Right along the numbers, a catch and run for 11 yards. They brought back Beasley late in the season, and he's carving out a niche once again.
Yeah, he's quick and explosive, always could catch a football. Just a little bubble screen, took it, headed north and south. Big game.
Mike, the hurry-up offense is working right now for Buffalo. 12:28 and counting left in this first half. The Bills are moving the ball now at the 32 of Cincinnati. Deep drop. Allen forced out of the pocket. He will throw it to the right and throw it away over the head of everybody because Sam Hubbard and B.J. Hill were providing pressure on Josh Allen.
Yeah, poor job up front by the Buffalo offensive line. Quarterback has already been sacked twice. He got sacked 7 times last week against Miami. Got to do a better job of protecting Josh Allen.
The snow continues to fall here in Buffalo. During the timeouts, they will come out, use the snow blower to clear out the numbers and ride along the lines from one side of the field to the other. Shotgun formation on 2nd and 10. It's a handoff running to the left. James Cook, shake and bake move. Trying to use a stiff arm and ducks out of bounds. Eli Apple getting over to that left side. It's a 7-yard run for Cook, the rookie out of Georgia.
Best run of the day. It was designed to go inside. He bounced it back to the sideline to his left. And they've struggled to run the football. Typically, they're a good running football team, but so far, not today.
Buffalo came in number 7 in the NFL, rushing yards per game, just under 140. 3rd down and short. 11:52 left in this opening half. Shotgun, Allen, running play, looking for a hole, keep the legs churning, James Cook, and he's driven backwards. It looked initially like the thrust would get him enough, but now, the second glance, he might be short. TJ Reeder there to push him the other way.
Yeah, Reeder did a really nice job getting off the block, and I tried to sign him a couple years ago with the Raiders. I love DJ
How'd that
Reeder.
go?
He's wearing the wrong color helmet, so apparently not real well.
Well, he did okay.
He did
4
really
years,
well.
$52 million.
He did really well.
Fourth down, less than a yard for Buffalo. Allen could keep it in this situation. He will. They push him forward, and he will have enough for the first down. He needed half a yard. He gets about a full yard, and this drive will continue for Buffalo.
And now we're in the red zone the first time tonight for Buffalo, and I think this is one of the keys of the game. Who wins in the red zone? They're both really good red zone teams. The Achilles heel for Buffalo has been turnovers in the red zone. They have 8 of them in 17 games, by far the worst in the league.
First down for Buffalo, trailing 14-0. 10:35 left in the second quarter. Bills are moving from right to left. Allen, shotgun formation, in the pocket, has to get out of it. Allen forced to his right, on the move. Allen cuts it upfield, inside the 20. He loses the ball at the end of the play. But he was down, and a penalty marker is down as well, back at the 24, in the area of holding.
Number 71, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
It is Ryan Bates called on the hold, the fourth-year guard from Penn State. So this one's coming back.
Yeah, he had trouble immediately with B.J. Hill. Reeder got through. You got to give Josh Allen an awful lot of credit to be able to create that. You got to hold on to the football, Josh. I don't care that it was called down. I don't care there was a penalty. You're putting the ball on the ground way too often.
So now it's 1st and 20 back at the 31-yard line. Shotgun for Allen. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And he's got Cook to his left. Handoff to Cook. Going up the middle, dances across the 30-yard line, and he is put down to the ground after the gain of 4 by Sam Hubbard, the Cincinnati kid. Mike Tirico with that call last week. That was magical on a magical play.
He's a Moeller kid. I thought it was awesome. Tirico always is money.
Agreed.
But seeing Hubbard do what he does in his hometown when he went to high school at Moeller, I love it.
Hubbard now in his 5th year, stayed home in the state of Ohio, attended Ohio State University. 2nd and 16. Shotgun, motion man, Hines to the right, Allen, pump fake, looks downfield, uncorks it, caught, right side, Shakir, out of bounds, inside the 10. Josh Allen, great sell job, and a 22-yard rope.
Yeah, Allen does a great job here. Out of empty, pump fakes left, comes all the way back across looking for Shakir. The rookie 5th-round pick squats down between the corner and the safety. He had a big catch last week and another big one this week.
And Allen took a shot from B.J. Hill on the play right as he released the football. Line of scrimmage is now the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Tight formation for Buffalo, looking to get on the board. It's a handoff. Singletary tried to go up the middle, and he is spun down. Logan Wilson, first man to greet him. Wilson made the big play last week on that fumble recovery by Hubbard. It was Wilson who forced the fumble and finished with 10 tackles.
Yeah, and Jermaine Pratt and Osai were in really quickly. That play had no shot from the very beginning. And I just want to reemphasize red zone. Field goals or touchdowns. Whoever wins that battle today, I think, wins the game.
Clock is ticking. 8:20 remaining in this first half. Diggs sets up to the right side along the perimeter. Shotgun for Allen. They're down by 14. Allen's going to keep it himself. Allen cannot burst through, but he goes up off his feet. They carry him to the goal line, but just short. Josh Allen was not going to give up on the play, and he was not going to go down.
And neither were his offensive linemen who were pushing him from behind. Quarterback draw. It wasn't going anywhere. They have him at the 4-yard line. He keeps driving his legs. His offensive linemen help him. Wow, that should have been on the 4-yard line. Tupou had him at the 4. Great push.
3rd and goal from the 1. Singletary in the backfield. Allen under center. Motion man is Davis. Allen forces that left side, and he's in. The thrust by Allen for the touchdown. Buffalo is on the board.
Oh, yeah.
And the two teams exchanging some shoves and some words. Allen gets out of that pack and heads directly to the Buffalo sideline. The Bills punch it in.
Allen and Jesse Bates were helmet to helmet after each other. What I liked about this quarterback sneak is he didn't go straight ahead. It was packed over the center guard hole. He actually took it between guard and tackle. A lot easier sledding out there.
Sam Martin will hold it. Reed Ferguson, the snapper. Tyler Bass, the extra point. And he knocks it through. Buffalo has cut the Cincinnati lead in half. 7:25 to play. First half here in Orchard Park. It's 14-7. Bengals. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Are you the type of person who always expects a little more out of life? Then it might be time for a new Kia Telluride X Pro. With its redesigned grille, headlamps, and trim, this SUV is stylish enough to stand out in any setting. With its high-end tech and available surround view monitor, it's equipped to make your life easier in all different ways. With its class-leading cabin room and available second-row captain's chairs, it's comfortable enough to have you always dreaming of your next excursion. And with its high ground clearance and upgraded traction control system, it's rugged and capable enough that the trip doesn't have to end when the pavement does. With all of these premium updates and more, there's no doubt the Telluride X Pro can take you beyond your expectations and beyond that. The new Kia Telluride X Pro. Welcome to a new elevation. To learn more, visit kia.com/Telluride today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Quantities limited. Cabin space claim based on a comparison of mid-sized SUV class segmentation using manufacturer-supplied data as of September 2022. Surround view monitor may not display all objects around the vehicle. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely and use caution.
Good news, New Jersey. More residents are getting quality, affordable health coverage through Get Covered New Jersey. Established by Governor Murphy, Get Covered New Jersey offers increased plan choices and more savings than ever. Open enrollment is here. If you need health insurance, now is the time to enroll. 9 in 10 people get financial help for plans that include preventive care, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. And many pay $10 a month or less. Find your plan at getcovered.nj.gov.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Too much to file your taxes? Switch to TaxSlayer, and you could save up to 80% compared to the competition. Head to TaxSlayer.com today and start filing your return for free. Mike, Buffalo desperately needed that. They get the long drive, 15 plays, 75 yards. It took 7 minutes and 41 seconds. They cash in with a Josh Allen 1-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, they stabilized the whole thing, and they overcame both a sack and a holding penalty to do it. You'd like to see it cleaner, but we got a football game. Tyler Bass will kick it off from right to left. Travion Williams standing at the goal line. Booming kick end over end. That is over the head of Williams. A touchback. Cincinnati will have it at the 25. Iron Eagle, Mike Mayock here in the Grainger broadcast booth at Highmark Stadium. Keep your game moving forward at work with supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com or stop by one of over 250 Grainger branch locations. So now it's the Bills' defense's turn to see if they can step forward and stymie the Bengals. Big first quarter for Cincinnati on offense. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line along the left hash mark now, moving from left to right. Pirine is in there. He sets up to the left of Burrow. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun. Burrow dealing with the noise. Pump fake and a throw underneath. It's caught by Pirine. Pirine turns it upfield to the 29 and falls forward for a gain of 4. Matt Milano in on that stop. Let's check in with Ross Tucker.
2 things of note, guys. Number 1, that play right there was the loudest this Bills fan base has been all game. They were taken out of the game by the Bengals' first drive. That touchdown helped. It is getting loud down here, but it doesn't seem to matter because Joe Burrow always knows where to go with the ball, seemingly before the ball's even snapped.
Yeah, he is absolutely Joe Cool, Joe Unflappable. In the pocket, Burrow throws to the right. It's caught by Hurst, and Hurst rolled down after the gain of 6. And Burrow is now 12 of 15 in this first half.
And, Ross, to your point about the noise, with 3 new offensive linemen, Ross, I look at it like one of the hardest things to do is communicate in this kind of atmosphere with new players.
Absolutely, Mike, and it doesn't look to me like they're going to a no-huddle count or a silent cadence yet. They are with the right guard sharping, but they've handled it very, very well.
And it's another Cincinnati first down at the 35-yard line. Handoff, left side, there's a hole. Running is Mixon. Mixon still going. Crosses to his right, and he's tackled at the 45. Good for 12 yards and a first down as he falls forward for the bonus yards at the end of the run. Mixon has had some juice in this first half.
Look, he's a gifted, really gifted running back. And they have not run the football well this year. But this is a guy that had 270 touches on the year, including 60 receptions. He can flat out play.
7 carries, 49 yards. Cincinnati once again on the move. They're down to 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Shotgun, Burrow looking to throw it. Step, rainbow delivery to the left side, and it's too far for Chase. He is trying to indicate to the officials that he was held, and that's why he couldn't get there on that lofter from Burrow.
And I like the read. It was single high, off coverage. Chase just runs a go route, and he had Jackson by about a yard. I don't think he ever saw the football. He was looking over the wrong shoulder, and it really was a well-thrown pass.
Second down and 10. Cincinnati, 181 yards of offense, 96 for Buffalo in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 46-yard line on the Bengals side of the field. P-Ryan in the backfield. Strong side to the right. Burrow looks. He throws over the middle. Caught by Hurst in stride for a first down. He is toppled over at the 35. That's good for 39 yards. Dean Marlowe, the safety, with the hit.
That's the 4th catch today for Hurst. Remember, he had a touchdown earlier. I love Burrow. He looked left. He came back late to the right side on a deep over route. Hurst wide open.
They're going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. Cincinnati in Buffalo territory with 4:50 to go first half. P-Ryan in the backfield, Burrow from the gun, fake the handoff to him. Burrow pump fake, a throw to the near side. It's caught by Wilcox. He makes his move upfield across the 30-yard line, inside the numbers, and he's buried at the 27 by Taron Johnson. That's 8 yards on the catch and run. Our score here in Buffalo, Cincinnati 14, the Bills 7. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs, presented by Intuit TurboTax.
Interesting contrast between the two teams tempo-wise. Cincinnati's going to sit in the huddle, shorten the game down. Buffalo wants to get up on the ball and make a decision about how quickly they want to go.
They break the huddle. Play clock is down to 9. Cincinnati has been in no rush. Chase sets up to the right of Burrow, and now he'll go in motion to the left. It's a handoff going straight up the middle. P-Ryan with a head of steam. He takes it to the 20-yard line. 8 yards, shot out of a cannon, and he's a big man. Burly Matt Milano with a tackle. First down, Bengals.
This is the best they've run the football since maybe the Kansas City game. They double-teamed the nose tackle. Wilcox, the wing back, on a wham block. And between P-Ryan and Mixon, they're running downhill and hard.
P-Ryan checks in at 240 pounds. And this new offensive line has been nothing short of outstanding for Cincinnati. Ball is at the Buffalo 20. Burrow will chuck it to the ground because the rush was on. Epinesa had a beat on the quarterback, and Burrow just buries the football.
Yeah, and he knew he had a busted assignment. And he knows his pass protection like a coach does. And what I love about Burrow, a little bit like Tom Brady, when he knows the down is over, he just grounds it. No sense taking any chances.
Second down and 10, 3:22 remaining in the second quarter. Cincinnati up 14-7 on Buffalo. Bengals are at the Bills' 20-yard line. Mixon in the backfield. To his left is Burrow working out of the gun. Chase shifts from the slot left to the right. It's a handoff to the left side. Room for Mixon. Mixon's got an angle, and he gets hit down low. Falls forward for a gain of 6. Dane Jackson ranges over there to make the play, and now it's third down for Cincinnati.
You know, the one thing that's been interesting, they've lined Jamar Chase up everywhere. I've had him outside. I've had him in at slot. I've had him number 3 in trips. I've had him in the backfield, and that doesn't even count all the motions in and out of the backfield. It's hard to double team a guy when you can't find him.
We are under 3 minutes to play in this first half. 14-7 Bengals. 3rd and 4. Pirine will check in and a timeout taken. Cincinnati will use it. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 57.
Giants offensive coordinator Mike Kafka interviewed for the Colts head coaching job today. He'll also interview for the Panthers and Texans. WFAN, WFAN-FM, New York.
Ross Tucker, the rest of our Westwood One crew, divisional weekend in the NFL. The Bengals and the Bills, highly anticipated matchup. Cincinnati is playing at a very high level. They've got a 14-7 lead on Buffalo.
Key 3rd and 5 in the red zone. Remember, who wins the red zone? Two of the best red zone teams in football.
Shotgun for Burrow. Chase sets up by himself to the left. 2:47 to play in the first half.
This is going to Chase. Zero coverage.
3 receivers to the right. Burrow, quick toss to the left. Caught by Chase. Beats his man for the first down. And he's brought down at the 6. Highly synchronized and perfectly executed for 8 yards. Chase against Tre'Davious White.
I don't think Burrow could believe what he saw there. He looked up, and it was zero coverage. Defensive back, man-to-man, no help in the middle, and he had Chase by himself to the weak side, and all Chase did was come off the ball 5 yards against a soft corner, catch it, and get up the field. That was an easy conversion for Joe Burrow.
First and goal from the 6 for Cincinnati. Bengals trying to add to their lead. Burrow under center. He's got Mixon behind him. Toss it to him. Mixon waits the patience, then dives forward and will pick up a yard. That's it. Tre'Davious White over there. They were trying to slap at the ball. And Cincinnati's going to have a 2nd and goal coming up from the 5. We have hit the 2-minute warning, sponsored by First Alert. Did you know carbon monoxide is odorless and invisible? Help protect your family by installing First Alert carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom. Visit firstalert.com for CO alarms and safety tips. 14-7, Cincinnati in front. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Did you know that carbon monoxide is odorless and invisible? And the only way to detect it is by installing carbon monoxide or CO alarms. First Alert is reminding you to install CO alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Also, remember, alarms don't last forever and need to be replaced at least every 5 to 10 years, depending on your alarm. Protect your home and family with safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores for your carbon monoxide alarms.
Shop limited time deals at the Truckload event at Lowe's, happening now. Save big on your favorites across the store. During this event, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories. Plus, find the perfect floor tile for your home for less. Get up to 50% off select styles while you can. Head to your local Lowe's store or visit Lowes.com to shop the Truckload event today. Valid 12/29 to 1/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowes.com for details. Discount taken at time of purchase.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm Personal Price Plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this message from Sarah.
Hi, Jake from State Farm. I eat hard-boiled eggs, like shell and all. Crunch is exquisite.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Back here in Buffalo, 14-7, Bengals in front. They just showed Damar Hamlin on the big screen, and a standing ovation and eruption from this crowd. He's in a luxury box watching this one. Second and goal, just shy of the 5. Mixon in the backfield. Shotgun. Burrow drifts back. Burrow will throw it out of the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete in the area of T. Higgins. 1:55 to play in this first half.
And they double-teamed Jamar Chase, who was by himself on the far side. Burrow had nothing, so he threw it away.
So it brings up third down. Bengals huddle up. Cincinnati has been so efficient offensively and a good balance on the ground through the air. Burrow, one of the best decision makers in the league. Third and goal. They're going to go empty here. Shotgun, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Burrow. Play is whistle dead. Burrow just skied it to the end zone. A flag.
79 offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
It is Jackson Carman with the false start. And the first penalty against Cincinnati here this afternoon. How does that change your play calling here, Mike?
Yeah, I was just kind of running through that in my mind. I think Joe Burrow loves working out of an empty set. Okay, he loved it at LSU. He can get 5 receivers in the pattern immediately, and he kind of knows whether he's getting blitzed or not.
So they place the football in between the 10 and the 11 along the left hash mark. Third and goal for Cincinnati. 1:55 to go in the first half. Cincinnati with a 14-7 lead. Shotgun. Burrow fires to the end zone. It is Chase back in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. The Bengals add to their lead. And Joe Burr is dominating in the snow.
And he did not care that Jamar Chase was double-teamed. From the inside, the linebacker, Hamlin, and from the outside, from the safety, Poyer. Milano on the inside, Poyer on the outside. He just threw it into a double-team guy, put it up in the air, let him go get it. That is what happens when you have 2 supremely talented individuals.
Joe Burrow is surgical.
Yeah.
And Jamar Chase is an elite receiver in this league. Second touchdown of the day for Chase. Hurst has the other. Burrow has been nearly perfect in this first half. All scoring plays will be reviewed. And the question, did he get both feet down? We just saw a replay. He did. They were both in the blue before hitting the white. So this Close Shave Instant Replay Review is sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Choose Barbasol Shaving Cream for a thick lather and close, comfortable shave. Barbasol, the American original for over 100 years. Better by Barbasol. We'll step aside here, wait for their decision. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Well, Mike Mayock, the issue isn't whether or not his feet were down. They were. The issue was the ball moving. Was there a juggle at the end of the play?
The receiver lost control of the ball. It is an incomplete pass. The ball will be placed at the 10-yard line. Please set the game clock for 1:52. 1:52, please.
Going to the ground, Matt Milano got a hand on the ball, and it became loose just for a nanosecond. But enough, he got his left hand on it as he was going to the ground, and the referee saw the bobble. He didn't have it cleanly on the ground, and I believe correctly ruled incomplete.
So instead of an extra point for Evan McPherson, he just stays out there to kick a field goal. Wow. What a turn here. This is a chip shot, 28 yards, but 6 points erased from the board. And now Cincinnati looking to cash in to extend this lead. McPherson's kick is up, and it is good. 17-7, the Bengals in front. A reminder that for every field goal made this afternoon, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, an American original for over 100 years. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 1:49 to go, first half, 17-7. Bengals, you're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. That's true when your business is growing fast, and even more true when there's a lot of uncertainty. Inflation, we've heard lots about that. Same thing about supply chains, and the labor market can be tight. What does that mean for margins? But not every business is in the dark. Over 33,000 businesses know their numbers because they use NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of your financials, planning, budgeting, and, of course, inventory, so you can manage risk, get reliable forecasts, and improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. In 2023, profit is the new growth. Know your numbers, know your business, and get to know how NetSuite can be the source of truth for your entire company. Right now, NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/touchdown right now. netsuite.com/touchdown. netsuite.com/touchdown.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like saddling up and chasing down.
Look at that sweet moolah!
That big old cash cow.
Look at all that money!
File for free with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
The playoffs are here, and NFL Plus has your game day covered. Watch playoff games on your phone or tablet and more. Go to plus.nfl.com and start your free trial of NFL Plus today. 14 plays, 65 yards, 5 minutes and 36 seconds. They have to settle for the 28-yard field goal from McPherson. So Cincinnati did everything right, but didn't get exactly what they wanted. The touchdown taken off the board.
Give Milano a ton of credit for not letting the play end.
McPherson kicks it off, end over end. This is returnable by Hines, 1 yard deep in the end zone. Takes it out, right side 10, 15, struggling to keep his footing, and he's ridden down at the 20-yard line. That's where Buffalo will have it. So you want to look at the positives. If you're the Bills, you hold Cincinnati to a field goal. You control the ball with 1:43 left, all 3 timeouts, and you deferred, so you will have the football to start the second half if you can make it stick here.
Completely different conversation if you can go 80 yards, take your time, make it a 17-14 ball game, and come back out at halftime with the football again.
1:43 on the clock. The Bills are down 17-7. Devin Singletary in the backfield. He sets up in front of Allen. Shotgun formation. Protection holds up. Allen throws underneath. Ball is caught by Knox. He got his legs taken out from under him, and he's dropped after the 5-yard pickup through the air by Mike Hilton.
And I think Josh Allen likes working no huddle.
First catch of the day for Dawson Knox, who's had a touchdown in 5 straight games. 1:20 to play. First half. Allen, shotgun, looks to his right, tries to dump it off. It was tipped. Incomplete. B.J. Hill stuck his hand up and got a small piece of it, enough to deter it from getting to the receiver, Devin Singletary.
Yeah, B.J. Hill had 5 tackles and a sack a week ago. They ran a little stunt, and Hendrickson was coming clean again. So from a pass protection perspective, I was worried about Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It's really Buffalo that's having trouble today.
And Mike, you mentioned it. They don't have the biggest names, but collectively, this group does damage.
Really do.
Hill, Reeder, Hubbard, Hendrickson up front, 3rd and 5. Allen sets and throws to the near side. Caught by Knox. First down. 9-yard pickup through the air. Von Bell forced him along the sideline out of bounds, and they'll move the chains for Buffalo at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Knox is an athlete coming out of Ole Miss. He was a 3rd-round pick 3 years ago. He's in man coverage with Bell and just takes it up, stems him inside, breaks out wide open.
Yeah, he was a high school quarterback, a wide receiver, ran track. First down with just over a minute to go. The pass to the sideline, hauled in by Gabe Davis. Double coverage. Whips it to that left sideline for 25 yards. Apple and Bell there defensively for Cincinnati.
Well, that's a seed. You can't walk out and place that ball any better than what Josh Allen did. It was a line shot in between two players. High point. Boy, that was fun.
And Buffalo is in Cincinnati territory at the 41. 1:05 on the clock. Allen, pump, throw. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Allen was trying to work that left side once again, but could not get it through the Cincinnati front.
Cincinnati just playing a soft zone. That's the second pass broken up at the line of scrimmage in this drive.
So it stops the clock. 1:01 to play in this second quarter. Buffalo has all 3 timeouts remaining. Cincinnati has a 17-7 advantage.
And 2 timeouts if they decide if they get a stop or 2 here if they want to slow the clock down.
Second down and 10 from the Bengals 41. 5-man front. Little jump, no flag. Allen, stutter, throw, knocked up in the air. Incomplete. It bounced off Singletary's hands. Cincinnati had a chance with Mike Hilton as it drops to the turf, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Good protection. Tackle jump there into the neutral zone.
Me too.
Was not called.
It was Osai who got a little bit of an overzealous jump, but may have gotten back in time.
And they just played it on the big screen. It looked like he was in the neutral zone.
From the 41-yard line, 55 seconds to go in this first half. Allen, 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Shotgun formation. Allen in the pocket. Pocket's collapsing. Allen gets out of there. To his right. Downfield. Deep ball. Looking for it all. Incomplete. Stephon Diggs, the intended target. A flag is down. And Allen can throw the ball a country mile. This penalty is going to work against Buffalo.
It's going to be a hold.
So the holding call, it has been turned down by Cincinnati and sets up 4th down. Deion Dawkins, the guilty party. Punting unit comes on. Cincinnati still has 47 seconds to work with and 2 timeouts.
That's really good job again by Lou Anarumo and his defense. I'd be punt safe here if I was Cincinnati, just concerned.
The veteran Sam Martin waiting to kick it. Trent Taylor standing at his own 8-yard line. Martin lines up at the Buffalo 45. The snap from Ferguson. Little bit of pressure. Gets it off cleanly. End over end. Getting under it. Clean catch at the 9 along the left side. 32-yard punt. Joe Burrow and the offense onto the field. They've got a 17-7 lead with 40 seconds to go. First half, you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Is that a horse?
Actually, it's a wild stallion. Since Navy Federal Credit Union's Platinum Card made it easier to tame our holiday debt, I wanted to see if I could tame something else. Help me saddle up. I need to pick the kids up from school.
With a low intro APR on balance transfers, the Platinum Credit Card lets you take control of your debt. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/Platinum offer. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Welcome to a late night edition of What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got Sean on the line. What's up?
Hey, Jake, what if I'm too stressed about my coverage to sleep? Like, what if I don't have enough? Or what if I need to change it?
Oh, if you can't sleep, just give us a ring. We're available 24/7. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great. What if I just take a little nap?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Today on Hey Culligan, why does your team stink? Here's Coach Waters.
Hey Culligan, yeah, my team stinks.
Ooh, harsh.
No, I mean they stink. They won't hit the showers because it makes their skin all dry and itchy.
Coach, it sounds like your guys have been hit hard by hard water.
You kidding me? Hard water?
Yep, so let's call an audible in the form of one Culligan Smart High Efficiency Water Softener to get the smooth back in their skin and the stink out of your team.
Okay, Culligan, I'm putting you in.
Coach, we're already on the way. Kick things off with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
A reminder to stay tuned. The Westwood One NFL Playoffs halftime report with Scott Graham. Scott will preview Game 2 of our divisional doubleheader between Dallas and San Francisco. Scott will chat with Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers. That's coming up at the half. Along with Mike Mayock and Ross Tucker, I'm Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. It's been a steady snow throughout this first half. I would say just watching off the monitors, it looks worse than it is.
Yep.
Visibility actually has not been that bad. There has been an accumulation, but for the most part, we have not seen slipping and sliding throughout the day.
And it's not windy, so it doesn't bother the quarterbacks. It's really just about footing, and the footing's been pretty good.
So what do you do here if you're Cincinnati? You play it safe, or you go with the aggressive mindset?
Yeah, I think they're going to probably a little kind of screen or check down, try to get a drive starter here, and cautiously optimistic to go push it.
Operating from the 9-yard line from left to right. It's Burrow from the gun. Burrow, rush coming, dumps it off to the right, caught by Pirine. He's to the 10, he's to the 15. Pirine works his way for first down yardage. The yards after catch, enough for 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
That's the screen we were just talking about, and they got an added bonus to get out of bounds. So they did not have to use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
33 seconds left. This offensive line, not only have they held up, they've done excellent work.
It looks like an upgrade.
You've got Carmen at left tackle, Volson at left guard, Karras, who left, went to the tent, came back with a knee brace at center, Sharping at right guard, Adeniji at right tackle. On first down, Burrow, little floater over the middle, caught by Pirine, and he is hit at the 25-yard line by Dean Marlowe. He has stepped into that spot, vacated by DeMar Hamlin. Let's check in with Ross as Cincinnati uses a timeout.
Well, Ian, you guys are talking about the Bengals offensive line. We spent so much time this week talking about those guys. They've really done the job extraordinarily well here in the first half. It's not only 3 backups out there. Max Sharping got cut by the Texans. The left guard, Cordell Volson, a rookie 4th-round pick from North Dakota State. These are not high pedigree guys, to say the least, but they're getting it done here on the road, in the noise, in the snow. So impressed by that group so far.
Yeah, no doubt. That's been as big a story as any in this first half.
I think it's the defining conversation, really honestly.
Second down and 5 from the 25. Still need a lot of yards to get into McPherson range. He's made some big ones along a 59 this season. Shotgun, Burrow, rush coming. Burrow steps up. He puts it over the middle. Another catch for Pirine, and he's brought down at the 31. That's good enough for a first down. 19 seconds on the clock. Poyer and Neal combined to bring him down. Cincinnati will use its final timeout.
The ball's on the 32. It's plus 18 to get to the 50. Another 10 is 28. You need about 33 yards or so in this weather to get McPherson into proper field goal range. And now there are no timeouts. So Buffalo is going to play different defensively. They're going to force everything in the middle of the field, tackle, and force them to try and clock it.
Want to add to it, Ross?
Well, I would just say this, too. In terms of a long field goal, you got a rookie long snapper, a rookie punter as the holder, and this is the first game the kicker, Evan McPherson, has ever played in the snow.
Yeah, McPherson's from Fort Wayne, Alabama, and played at Florida. 19 seconds left. Burrow in the pocket. Steps up. Burrow is going to run. Burrow to the 40, to the 45, still going across midfield, and slides down at the 46, but he couldn't get out of bounds. Clock is rolling. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Burrow hurries everybody to the line, and he snaps it with 2 and spikes it.
Well, what is it? The 45 plus 8 is 53. It's 63-yard attempt in the snow if they would try. I don't see that. I don't think that can happen right now. I thought Burrow was actually going to get out of bounds there. Give up those last 5 or 6 yards and get out of bounds and maybe give himself one more pass attempt.
Well, that would be the one point to make. Maybe you don't continue with the run. You duck out at midfield and have some more time left getting out of bounds. Instead, they've got 2 seconds left.
Hail Mary.
And that's all they're going to look for. From the 46-yard line, Buffalo now goes into deep coverage and a flag down. Cincinnati trying to snap it here.
There's no delay of game. There was a delay in getting the ball ready for play.
There you go. Carl Sheffers with the explanation. That flag will not play any role here. The snow is accumulating inside the face mask of Joe Burrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders guarding the end zone,
including Gabe Davis.
Burrow steps up. Burrow is going to hoist it long, looking for the end zone, and it is over the head of everybody. Incomplete. So Burrow's got the arm strength as he tossed it from 50 yards away and skied it over defenders and offensive players' heads. Cincinnati goes into the locker room up 17-7, Mike.
Came out of the locker room, 14 points, first 2 drives, 3 and out twice in a row for their defense, established a level of play I don't think Buffalo expected, and then it started to level out. We got a football game.
Cincinnati has more yards in the first half than they had all of last week in the wild card win over Baltimore. 17-7, the Bengals in front. When we come back, Scott Graham rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers today. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Thursday, February 9th, kick off Super Bowl 57 weekend with host.
They stop it for a moment. They're getting set at the line. Line of scrimmage is the 48 in Cincinnati territory. 12:45 to play in this third quarter. They start the clock. Allen shotgun. He's got someone protecting him just to his right. Allen steps up. Allen in trouble. He throws on the move. Complete. He's got Shakir for a first down. Josh Allen buys a little bit of time. 17 yards on the pass play as Hill thought he had him down.
Yeah, that was all about Josh Allen. B.J. Hill with immediate pressure up the middle. Allen escapes to his right, keeps his eyes up, and this little freaking Shakir is getting better and better as the season goes on. Had a nice game last week and a big catch there.
He's a slot guy out of Boise State. 8 different receivers have caught at least one pass for Buffalo. And this drive continues from the 31 of Cincinnati. Allen, he's got room in front of him. Allen, pump fake at the 30, and he gets out of bounds. Near sideline, he'll gain a yard. That's it. Josh Allen thought there was going to be a little bit more room. Cincinnati closed in quickly.
We talked about Cincinnati being a top-down defense, meaning they play fairly conservative zone, force you to either chunk it down or run the football. And again, nothing there. Picks up a few yards, live again to the next play.
We're going to mark him out at the 29, so a gain of 2. 11:28 to play in the third. 17-7 Cincinnati. First possession of the second half for Buffalo. James Cook in the backfield, shotgun formation, 2 receivers off to the right. Allen faked the handoff. Allen avoids the rush, running to the left. Allen tries to get to the outside and stumbles forward inside the 25, and the fans react. Josh Allen's not going to go down on first contact. Turns that into a 5-yard pickup.
They list him at 237. He's 250 if he's anything. Did a great job getting away from Reeder in the pocket. Then he runs through an arm tackle of the rookie corner, number 29, Cam Taylor-Britt. He is a large man. You better bring leverage, energy, and passion when you try to tackle him.
The ball is spotted just inside the 24. It is third and less than 3. Out of the gun. Allen, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Allen, design run to the left, turns the corner. Allen sticks the ball out. Does he have enough is the question. Josh Allen veering to the outside. And now it all comes down to the spot. And they're going to move the chains. It's good enough for a first down.
Quarterback sweep to the left. Get that 11th player involved in the offense. Jesse Bates is coming from inside out. We just saw the replay, clearly a first down as he extended the ball inside the marker.
So the line of scrimmage is now the 20-yard line. We're going to hit the 10-minute mark of this third quarter. Allen, 19 yards on the ground. 6 carries on this drive, 2 passes, 52 yards total. Shotgun. Allen in the pocket, clean, throws to the right side, end zone! Off the hands of Diggs, incomplete, as he nailed a camera person along that sideline, making sure everybody's okay. Diggs checking in, and she appears to be all right and upright.
Predetermined shot, double move, hitch and go. Apple was beat early. I thought the ball was a little bit late and a little bit outside.
And Stephon Diggs needs a moment. He has taken a knee in the end zone. The trainers have come over, and they are having a discussion with him right now. We'll give you any update as soon as we get it. 9:50 to go in the third. 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. When we come back, they trail the Bengals 17-7. We're in the third quarter. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Are you the type of person who always expects a little more out of life? Then it might be time for a new Kia Telluride X Pro. With its redesigned grille, headlamps, and trim, this SUV is stylish enough to stand out in any setting. With its high-end tech and available surround view monitor, it's equipped to make your life easier in all different ways. With its class-leading cabin room and available second-row captain's chairs, it's comfortable enough to have you always dreaming of your next excursion. And with its high ground clearance and upgraded traction control system, it's rugged and capable enough that the trip doesn't have to end when the pavement does. With all of these premium updates and more, there's no doubt the Telluride X Pro can take you beyond your expectations and beyond that. The new Kia Telluride X Pro. Welcome to a new elevation. To learn more, visit kia.com/Telluride today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Quantities limited. Cabin space claim based on a comparison of mid-sized SUV class segmentation using manufacturer-supplied data as of September 2022. Surround view monitor may not display all objects around the vehicle. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely and use caution.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of an LG wash tower with ultra-large capacity, serving up a powerful yet gentle clean in just 29 minutes, making this the sound of savings on the best appliance brands. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Shop final days to get an LG wash tower now up to 25% off. Pricing valid January 5th through January 25th, 2023. Gas Dryer Extra, U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Along with Mike Mayock and Ross Tucker, I'm Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Stephon Diggs taken to the pop-up tent. They're checking on him. He was moving gingerly as he tried to make a grab in the end zone. Mike, Buffalo once again in the red zone and a chance to make something happen, but they're going to have to do it right now without Diggs. 3 receivers to the right. Line of scrimmage is the 20. 1 receiver left. Allen looking to his left, now looking right. Allen throws on the move, falls in across the middle. Great hands. Cole Beasley picks up 11 yards. Bang, bang play there. Allen to Beasley, they have that built-in chemistry.
They're really doing a nice job by Allen stepping up away from pressure. Almost a sack. It was play action. They tried to get it out quickly. They blitzed the defensive back, Dax Hill. He couldn't make the tackle in the backfield. Really good throw and catch. 1st and goal from the 9. Tight formation here for Buffalo. Motion man Gabe Davis settles in left side. That's the strong side. Handoff. Cook trying to get to the outside. Cannot. Convoy of tacklers led by Mike Hilton. It's a loss of 2. What has made Buffalo so effective in the red zone this season? You know, I talked to Lou Anarumo, their coordinator, prior to the game, and complimented him on the red zone defense. He told me the players, the two safeties, Von Bell and Jesse Bates, have a meeting with the whole defense every Saturday. They put together a 12-play tape sequence, and they take ownership of the red zone game plan.
And Stephon Diggs back on the field. They're going to spread it on 2nd and goal. From the 10, Allen in the pocket. Allen, step, throw, underneath. It is caught by Hines, but two defenders ready for him as he brings it in. And he's down right around the 6.5-yard line. Pratt and Bell collaborate.
And you and Raph do all these basketball games,
yes.
right? And I love listening to you and Raph, but I also love a good matchup zone defense. And that's kind of what you see with Cincinnati in the red zone. What Bates said is you got to slow down your feet because you can't get beat deep, but you got to speed up your mind.
So you're saying this is not man-to-man. 3rd and goal from the 7. Shotgun. Allen, step, delivers, left side, over the head of the intended receiver, Dawson Knox. Coverage back there, Dax Hill, the rookie from Michigan, getting it done, and now Tyler Bass will come on for the field goal attempt.
Yeah, they've got him in pure man against the tight end, Knox. Knox took him up the field, broke it out, and I'll tell you what, that's why he went in the first round, Dax Hill. Really good play. No room to make a completion.
The 31st overall pick just made a terrific play on a hot tight end, Dawson Knox. So it's going to be Tyler Bass, 17 consecutive field goals made at home, the second longest active streak in the league. 25-yarder, the kick is up, and he connects to cut the Cincinnati lead to 7. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. We've got 7:42 to go in the third quarter. The Bengals 17, the Bills 10. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
At Wrangler, we know that life is all about taking the reins, no matter what's in front of you or which way the road turns. Because life is one big glorious ride, and Wrangler jeans are made to handle every step of it. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this message Brian left me.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I love the smell of my cat's breath. Yeah.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Wendy's knows that everybody hates cold and soggy fries. That's why Wendy's changed their fries to serve them up hot and crispy every single time. That's right, hot and crispy guaranteed, or they will replace them with natural cut skin on potatoes. Every order of hot and crispy fries is prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt every time. Head to Wendy's today to get your hot and crispy fries and make every day a fry day. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Without the ones like you who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Shop millions of cars on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, and electric cars. Find your one in a million car and leave the hassles of car shopping in the rear view mirror. Finally, it's easy. AutoTrader.
Have questions about your insurance? State Farm is there for your what-ifs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com to get a quote today. Buffalo Bills hanging around, 14 plays, 65 yards, 7 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock. A 25-yard field goal from Bass.
Keep in mind, field goals, not touchdowns. That's what Cincinnati wants in the red zone.
Bass kicks it off from right to left. Return man Williams over his head and lets it roll through the back of the end zone. Iron Eagle Mike Mayock here in the Grainger broadcast booth at Highmark Stadium. Just like football, your business wins with speed. Granger's fast delivery means industrial supplies and solutions can get to you with the speed you need. Call clickgranger.com or stop by. Mike, the Bengals came out like a house on fire to open this game. It's settled down a bit. They've got a 17-10 lead. Pitch it to Mixon running to the right. Mixon knifes through and takes it for 4 yards to the 29, hit by the Pro Bowler Jordan Poyer on the play.
You know, if you watched the Eagles play last night, the takeaway, aside from Jalen Hurts, was domination of the offensive line throughout the entire game, the way they ran the football. And here we were doubting this Cincinnati Bengals O-line. They've been physical, they've been tough. They averaged almost 7 yards a carry in the first half.
Shotgun formation here for Burrow. We're down to 7:07 to go in the third. 7-point lead for Cincinnati. Burrow in the pocket. They handle the pressure. He steps up. He's going to run to the 30-yard line. Far side 25 and slides literally out of bounds. Greg Rousseau. I don't mean he slid down to the ground. I mean his feet were sliding as he was jetting towards the sideline. We're going to check in with Ross Tucker right now.
And we have the biggest injury news of the game so far. Starting safety for the Buffalo Bills, Dean Marlowe, is out. Remember, he's essentially their fourth safety because they don't have Micah Hyde or DeMar Hamlin. So now Jaquan Johnson, their fifth safety, is going to have to play the rest of this ballgame.
It is a groin injury for Marlowe, something we'll keep an eye on here. First down for Cincinnati. They will toss it to the right. Jamar Chase, shake and bake move to the 40. Wow. Flips a tackle to the 45, and he's chopped down at the 49-yard line. That is all Chase as the Bills give chase, and they can't catch him 10 yards.
That is a gifted natural athlete. Remember in the first half, Ian, we talked about all the different places they lined him up. They did it again. He was in the backfield. They motioned him out wide. It was a little bubble screen, and the kid just turned it into a first down.
4 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown for Jamar Chase. Burrow, 197 yards through the air. They're out near midfield. Shotgun for Burrow. Step. He uncorks it to the near side. One-handed stab. At the 40-yard line, T. Higgins, 9 yards on the pickup, and they're going to actually move it to the 40, enough for a first down.
Yeah, just an out in front of the corner at the chain, one-handed grab by T. Higgins. They're looking at it. I think he controlled it and got 2 feet down.
Yep. No red flag thrown. Cincinnati moving with pace here. Burrow, step and throw. He's hit as he throws, and he dumps that one into the ground. Burrow grabbing at his leg as he twirled over. Shaq Lawson got him. Burrow gets himself to his feet and trying to walk it off.
Don't want to see that.
He was in some distress for a moment.
Yeah, Jackson Carman, remember, came out of Clemson more as a guard than a tackle. He's playing left tackle. He literally took the defensive end, threw him to the ground, but it threw it into Burrow's feet.
It was his left leg that buckled just a tad. He's out there on a 2nd and 10. Burrow shotgun, pump fake. A throw is dropped. Tried to grab it with his hands. Trenton Irwin could not haul it in. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, just to tag what Ross talked about with the safeties for Buffalo. Remember, they started the season with Micah Hyde, then DeMar Hamlin. In comes Dean Marlowe, and now Jaquan Johnson, to his credit, has 3 starts so far this year. So he's not a neophyte, but they're on their 4th or 5th safety.
The Bengals are 3 out of 5 on 3rd downs today. They face a 3rd and 10 and a timeout called by Buffalo.
Boy, you hate that this early in a half when you're trailing.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 57.
Hear Westwood One's coverage of Cowboys 49ers right after Bengals Bills on the home of Boomer and Gio in the morning, WFAN, WFAN-FM, New York.
Don't forget, later on, we'll select the player of the game, sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's fries are hot and crispy every single time. Natural cut, skin-on fries prepared to golden goodness, perfectly sprinkled with sea salt, just the way they should be. Choose Wendy's hot and crispy fries today. Crowd is energized with 5:19 to go in the third. Bills are trying to stop the Bengals here on a 3rd and 10 at the Buffalo 40-yard line. Chase sets up by himself to the right. Twin receivers off to the left. Burrow from the gun. Deep drop. Burrow will float it to the left side. Caught by Hurst. He's got some room. Hurst hurdles for a first down. Hayden Hurst showing off the athletic ability. The former star baseball player goes upstairs for 12, and he jumped over Johnson to move the chains.
That was about pass protection. They brought 2 linebackers. They picked them both up. You check it down to the tight end, and as Ian said, great athlete, has an ability to leap, get up the field, first down, and now they're in worst-case scenario, field goal range.
5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown for the 5th-year pro Hayden Hurst, formerly with Baltimore and Atlanta. The line of scrimmage is the 28. On a handoff to the left, Joe Mixon lowers the shoulder. Mixon still going inside the 20. That's all effort. 9-yard gain. Tremaine Edmonds will get credit for the stop. We're down to 4:24 and counting left in this 3rd quarter. Cincinnati with a 7-point advantage.
Just physical, tough football. Run a counter. Backside guard Sharping. The backside tight end, Asiasi pull. And then you get Mixon in behind him, and he just keeps dropping pad level and gaining yards.
Under center, Burrow on a 2nd down and 2. Burrow's going to do it himself. Moving forward, Burrow has got enough for the first down. One official has it on the far side across the line to gain. The other on the near side was shy of it. And now they're looking at one another. The officials huddle up, and Carl Cheffers has indicated first down.
Burrow does that often, even on 2nd down, 2nd and 2. If he thinks there's a gap, a hole that he can go through, he'll take the first down.
Physical up front. Really Cincinnati creating some space for Burrow to operate.
His elbow and the ball might be down a foot short of that marker if they throw. But remember, it's difficult to challenge and win a challenge when you're doing that.
So the indicator was first down. Looking down on the field, it still lists 3rd down. The play clock is winding down, and now they've reset that. There is some confusion as to what the down should be. Cincinnati breaks the huddle, and it's listed as 3rd and inches.
Yeah, Zach Taylor is really upset.
Burrow under center. Play clock down to 3. Down to 2. Burrow's going to pitch it to Mixon, running the left side. Stutter step move. Mixon still going. Inside the 10, and he slides down at the 5. Wow. That's a 13-yard rip for Joe Mixon. 3rd and inches. Now it's 1st and goal. Tackle made, saving a touchdown, Jordan Poyer.
Just a great call because Buffalo anticipated quarterback sneak, so they ran toss sweep. Jackson Carman has his best block since Clemson.
125 yards on the ground for Cincinnati. Wow. Buffalo with just 52. 1st and goal from the 5. Burrow working out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Burrow's got the snap. Burrow looks, throws it to the left side, and incomplete. Looking for Trenton Irwin, flag down. Irwin was operating against White on the perimeter. 2:13 to play in the 3rd. It is against Buffalo, pass interference.
The irony is Burrow threw that away. He didn't have anything. The rush was getting there. There is a hold on Irwin. Yep. It's a good call. It's a solid call. He couldn't come out of the break on an out cut at the goal line. He got held clearly by White. Burrow just threw it away.
1st and goal. Ball at the 1. Cincinnati up by 7, trying to add to it. Mixon in the backfield. Burrow on a handoff. Mixon trying to steamroll in. They push the pile. Mixon legs churning right at the goal line. He is short. Barely. Edmonds and Johnson stack him up.
They don't blow the whistle anymore when a guy gets stopped. When momentum gets stopped. He was 2 yards deep, 3 yards deep. He kept pushing. The whistle didn't blow. Got it all the way down to about the 1 foot line. 1 foot line.
2nd and goal here for Cincinnati. Buffalo's going to make some changes. 4 players come in defensively. Burrow under center. Tight formation. And a timeout taken by... There was 4 on the play clock.
Defense, too many players on the field.
Nope. That's the issue.
Second down.
I mean, you can't move it much closer.
Well, you had 4 come in and only 3 went out, right?
It's not allowed, Mike. It's illegal. Can't have that. So they placed the ball right on the doorstep.
Yeah. They got an inch to go.
Burrow under center. His team up by 7. First and goal, a jump by Buffalo, and they whistle the play dead. Burrow will toss it to the back of the end zone. It was caught there, but it's irrelevant. Jordan Phillips on the jump.
Number 97, defense, half the distance to the goal. Second down.
I mean, at some point, it's just going to cross the goal line because you can't get it any closer.
I don't know. You always are taught as a defensive lineman that half the distance of nothing is barely nothing. They gave up about a half an inch there. He tried to get a jump.
Cincinnati making some changes. Buffalo will answer with 3 changes as well.
But did you notice the play there? First an inch, and it was a play-action pass.
First and goal from the 1-inch line. Mixon behind Burrow. Motion man Higgins to the near side. Burrow directing traffic. Settles in. Burrow on a give. Mixon hammers it. He believes he's in. The officials will come together. Buffalo thinks they stopped him at the goal line. And Mixon exchanging words with the Bills defenders. He didn't get it.
Nope. The only guy with his hands up in the air signifying touchdown is Mixon.
Joe Mixon runs into a brick wall.
Shaq Lawson got the big hit. He might have been in.
Yeah, I think they're going to challenge it. Mixon truly believed he was in, and the red flag is out.
Yep.
Carl Sheffers comes over to chat.
Challenging the ruling on the field that the runner is short of the goal line. We'll review the play.
Zach Taylor wasted no time. I'm sure his coaches told him, hey, you got to toss the flag on this one. They believe he got it. This close shave instant replay review sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Choose Barbasol Shaving Cream for a thick lather and close, comfortable shave. Barbasol, the American original for over 100 years. Better buy Barbasol. Right now it's 17-10, Cincinnati with 42 seconds to go in the third. They think there's more points on the board. We'll find out. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs. But the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more. And you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
Mike, anticlimactic, but for Cincinnati, the celebration along that sideline led by Joe Mixon because it is a touchdown. He broke the plane, and the Bengals have extended their lead 23-10 with 1:17 on the clock.
Apparently, the only guy with his arms up was correct.
Yes. Sometimes the guy knows, and Joe Mixon knew it. and his head coach, Zach Taylor, trusted him through the red flag. I'm sure the coaches upstairs got a look at it, and there were 3 or 4 looks. The initial ones were not conclusive,
right.
And then that down-the-line shot showed that he got the necessary surge.
And interestingly enough, we're almost done the third quarter. We have a minute 17, and each team's only had one possession.
Yep. Long one there for Cincinnati. Evan McPherson is on for the extra point. 12 plays, 75 yards, touchdown run. Really a 1 inch for Joe Mixon. Goes down as a 1-yard touchdown on the ground for Mixon. Adamitis snaps it. Chrisman the holder. The kick from McPherson is straight through. 2-touchdown lead on the road for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1:17 to go here in the third. Along with Mike Mayock and Ross Tucker, I'm Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Mike, Joe Burrow brings a lot of confidence, and his teammates feed off it. And confidence is the word we hear a lot. It can go into arrogance. It can work its way into cockiness. In the most positive manner, Joe Burrow checks all those boxes.
As a former player, let me put that hat on for a minute. I would love that guy to be my quarterback. Okay, so that arrogant SOB is my arrogant SOB.
Got it.
And he's so talented, he can back it all up. I just think we're looking at, in today's NFL, between him, Allen, we saw Mahomes yesterday, we saw Hurts last night, we're heading into an era where Brady and Rodgers are kind of heading out, and these 2 young guys show us how bright the future is.
Cincinnati up 24-10 with 1:17 to go in the third. McPherson kicks it off from left to right, high end over end. Hines from the goal line takes it out, now goes over the middle to the 20, to the 25, slowed down there and hit from behind. Dropped at the 31-yard line. That's where Buffalo will have it. Penalty marker thrown at the 17. Hit by Pirine on special teams. They'll sort through the penalty.
Return holding, number 85. Return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So it is against Buffalo. They're going to bring this one back against Quentin Morris. It's time to gear up for the NFL postseason. Head over to NFLShop.com. NFL Shop is your ultimate destination for jerseys, T-shirts, headwear, and more. To shop now, go to NFLShop.com for a special offer.
You know, Ian, it's interesting. This game's moved so quickly, and there have been so few possessions because of long drives. Buffalo can't have any confidence that their defense is going to slow Cincinnati down, right? There are only maybe at most 3 or 4 possessions left. You've got to take advantage of every one of them.
And this drive is now going to open up the 12-yard line after the penalty on special teams. Singletary in the backfield. Snow continues to fall. Fake the handoff. Allen rolls to his right. Throws on the move. Hooks a pass. And it's over to the side of Diggs. Incomplete. Diggs had a step on the 2 defenders there, but Allen couldn't hit him. Let's check in with Ross.
Just an observation, guys. You know, we talk so much about the quarterbacks, and rightfully so. But the reason why the Bengals are winning this game, blocking and tackling. I mean, the way they've run the ball with Mixon, the way they block, and they might be the best tackling defense I've seen all year. Maybe they've missed 1 tackle the whole game so far?
That says a lot. The Cincinnati team, second fewest missed tackles in the league this season. Allen, pump, double pump, throw to the right. Catch made. McKenzie makes a man miss. It was Wilson, the linebacker, and McKenzie takes it upfield for a gain of 8. McKenzie, 5'8", 173. That's a tough matchup for Wilson, who is very good in coverage.
To Ross's point, I think the Bengals get more efficiency out of both their offense and defense than maybe any team in the league. As far as missed tackles, they have the second least missed tackles of any team in football. They're really well coached.
We're down to 28 seconds to play in the third. Buffalo facing a 3rd and 2. They're down 14 on the scoreboard. Singletary sets up to the left of Allen. Motion man is Beasley to the right of the formation. Allen looks, surveys, throws. A deep shot near sideline. It is dropped by Davis. Josh Allen tried to put it in the bucket. Davis couldn't haul it in. Taylor Britt, the defender in the area for Cincinnati, and it's 4th down.
Ball was underthrown. Gabe Davis was open early by 3 yards at least. The ball was late and underthrown, and it gave Taylor Britt an opportunity to catch up and give him credit. He stripped the ball cleanly, but again, that was an opportunity for Buffalo.
Big time. Buffalo 3 and out, deep in its own territory, and now Sam Martin will punt it with 11 seconds remaining in the third. Trent Taylor, the return man, standing at his own 32. No rush. Clean kick from Martin. Taylor gets out of the way. The ball just dies as it bounced at the 39, rolls to the 37, and that's where Cincinnati will have it with 2 seconds on the clock, a 43-yard kick. The Bengals in complete control right now. Stay tuned. Part 2 of our NFL divisional playoff doubleheader on Westwood One. It's coming up. The Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, Ed Werder have got you covered. All the live action from Santa Clara, 6:15 Eastern Time, right here on most of these same Westwood One stations via the NFL app, on Alexa-enabled devices, or online at our website, westwoodonesports.com. 2 seconds left here in the third. First down and 10 from the Cincinnati 37. Shotgun for Burrow. Last play of the quarter, he darts one to the near side. Caught by Mixon. Shakes a tackler. Mixon down the sideline. He's got a first down. So much like what we've seen from Mixon on the ground and as a receiver, that one covers 13 yards. And that'll move the chains as we head to the fourth quarter. End of the third in Orchard Park, New York. Cincinnati 24. The Buffalo Bills 10. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. That's true when your business is growing fast, and even more true when there's a lot of uncertainty. Inflation is running rampant, supply chains are clogged, and the labor market is tight. What does that mean for margins? But not every business is in the dark. Over 30,000 businesses know their numbers because they use NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of your financials, planning, budgeting, and of course inventory, so you can manage risk, get reliable forecasts, and improve margins. Everything you need, all in one place. In 2023, profit is the new growth. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your manual business process, and see where to save money. Know your numbers, know your business, and get to know how NetSuite can be the source of truth for your entire company. Right now, NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/touchdown right now. netsuite.com/touchdown. netsuite.com/touchdown.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
At NerdWallet, we often see people blocked when making financial decisions. Take Harold.
Coach, these credit card offers, they're everywhere.
Harold, look, it's tough out there, but you have got this. With NerdWallet on your team, you will make the smartest play with side-by-side comparisons of top credit cards.
Whoa, a card that rewards me for buying sports gear. Let's go get that cash back, team.
NerdWallet, the smartest decisions for all your financial decisions.
Today's broadcast of the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One is sponsored in part by NerdWallet, by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by Monster.com, by Progressive Insurance, by Culligan Water, and by NFL.com. Start of the fourth quarter here in Western New York. The Bills, the home team, trailing the Cincinnati Bengals 24-10. Ian Eagle, Mike Mayock, Ross Tucker, the rest of our Westwood One crew. The Bengals have put up 358 yards of offense. They have held the Bills to 208 today. Burrow, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mixon has been highly effective, as has Jamar Chase. First down and 10. It's a run to Mixon. Breaks away on that left side. Lowers the shoulder. And near first down yardage. He'll be down after a 9-yard pickup, combination of Jaquan Johnson and Jordan Poyer.
I thought Tremaine Edmonds was going to make that play. Nice cut by Mixon. That's going to take Mixon over 100 total yards for the day. I think he's got 15 carries for 80 to 90 yards, a couple catches. He's had a big-time game as far as a possession game, keeping the chains moving.
And, Mike, it's allowing them to control clock.
Exactly right.
These have been long drives throughout the day on both sides.
And no turnovers yet in this game.
It's been clean. 2nd and 1. Shotgun for Burrow. Mixon to his left. Give it to him. Mixon, stutter step move over the middle, and he has got a first down. Leans forward, takes it inside the Buffalo 40. More clock elapsing. Just over a minute gone by in this fourth quarter. Ed Oliver with a stop. So Mixon will head to the sideline, joined by Wilcox. Zach Taylor, 39 years old, in his 4th year as the head coach. Brought this team to the Super Bowl last year. So much success over the last 2 seasons. They have won a playoff game in back-to-back years for the first time in franchise history. Shotgun Burrow, floater to the near side. Caught by Chase. Turns it down the left sideline, and he is out of bounds. As he hit the 30-yard line, Kaiir Elam just trying to keep up with him. And it'll be short of a first down by a yard.
That's really no more than a bubble screen. He was the 3rd receiver in a trip formation. The 2 outside guys block their man. He comes underneath on an out route. Burrow puts it on him, and they pick up 8.
2nd and short. 13 minutes to go in the 4th. 24-10. Cincinnati looking to advance to the AFC Championship. Take the handoff. Burrow tries to dart it, and it's incomplete. It actually hit Boogie Basham. Basham didn't see it coming, got his hands up, and it bounces off of him. It's now 3rd and 2.
That was actually an RPO, and Burrow did one of those 3-quarter arm, I'm going to fling it around, and it hit Boogie Basham right in the friggin' helmet. That could have been a huge play for Buffalo.
Stops the clock, 12:54 remaining, 3rd and 2 for Cincinnati. Crowd trying to disrupt Burrow and the Bengals. Working from the gun, Pirine to the left of Burrow. 3rd down and 2, deep drop, floater, left side, looking for Higgins, and it's incomplete. 2 defenders in the area and a flag down. Jordan Poyer was down there along with Tre'Davious White, and both are banged up on the play. May have collided.
They did collide. It was friendly fire.
Number 27, defense. First down.
So pass interference on White. He held Higgins, didn't allow him to extend for the football, and then Poyer leaned in thinking he was going to make a tackle, and he hit his own man.
He cupped the inside arm, so you made the wide out a one-armed player. That's a little bit of a gift because that ball is not going to be complete.
It's going to be 1st and goal for Cincinnati. They're checking on both players. We're going to step aside with 12:48 to go in the 4th. It's 24-10. Wow. Bengals. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
At my age, I never dreamed I'd be dealing with opioid addiction.
I was pregnant, and I couldn't stop.
Getting sidelined by an injury was bad, but the cravings were way worse.
Then I heard about 844-REACH-NJ.
They connected me to treatment, and I had a healthy baby.
844-REACH-NJ was the call that made the difference.
Thank goodness I made the call.
So glad I made the call for both of us.
REACH-NJ.
If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, call 844-REACH-NJ from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to GetRefunds.com/sports, Click on Qualify Me and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/sports. That's getrefunds.com/sports.
Spectrum Business is the no-nonsense way for small businesses to stay connected. Spectrum delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation, and Spectrum Business Connect is the all-in-one app to make calls, host video conferences, and send texts from any device, anywhere. Get both and get one mobile line free for 1 year. No contracts, no hidden fees, no nonsense. Just business. Visit spectrum.com/business today. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Injuries to Tre'Davious White and Jordan Poyer after a collision. Both got up, escorted to the sideline. Meanwhile, Cincinnati is right on the verge of busting this game wide open. First and goal for the Bengals at the Buffalo 4. Cincinnati 24, the Bills 10, AFC Divisional. This game originally in the regular season was to be played week 17. We know what happened with DeMar Hamlin. The fact that Hamlin has continued to improve each day. He's actually in attendance, in a luxury suite, watching this game. He's been at the Bills facility on an almost daily basis. Poyer is heading to the locker room with a member of the athletic training staff right next to him. First and goal from the 4 for Cincinnati. Burrow, shotgun formation. Take the handoff. Burrow trying to run. He is wrapped up.
Rousseau made a really good read.
Greg Rousseau got his arms around him and was not going to let go.
Really great read by Rousseau. It's a zone read, and for the first time today, Burrow kept it. Rousseau stayed home, made the tackle. Ian, just of note, obviously we have 2 new defensive backs in the game right now. Difficult in the red zone when you're passing off a lot of different bunches and crossing routes.
The Bills' depth in the secondary has been tested. Cam Lewis is in there. Shotgun on second and goal. Burrow hooks a pass to the near side, and it bounces off the hands of Hayden Hurst. Incomplete.
Jaquan Johnson, who came in a little while ago, ended up on the ground. Hayden Hurst was wide open. One of the few high throws by the quarterback. It was actually a good push-off by Hayden Hurst. Could have had an offensive pass interference, and then the ball was thrown high. Big play right here.
Third and goal. From the 4, early stages, fourth quarter. Cincinnati 24, the Bills 10. Shotgun for Burrow. 2 receivers off to the right. It's a running play. Mixon, he will be stopped at the 2. He tried a spin move. The Bills were ready for it, going right up the gut. And it's fourth down. Field goal unit coming on to make this a 3-score game.
Exactly. The only thing that could really kill them there was a turnover.
Yep.
Go with the conservative run play, kick a field goal, and as you just said, it's a 3-score game.
They gave it a couple of shots. Burrow on a quarterback keeper, a throw to Hurst. Neither worked. They went conservative to Mixon up the middle. Just hold on to the football, use as much clock as possible, and knock this one through. If you're Evan McPherson, that's exactly what Zach Taylor was looking for in this sequence. Chip shot, 20 yards away. He knocks it through to give Cincinnati a 27-10 lead. Penalty marker is down on the play. Uh-oh. So a flag thrown as McPherson is dapping up his teammates. Carl Cheffers will fill us in.
Defense number 4 was lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a successful field goal.
Jaquan Johnson, doesn't matter. Cincinnati 27, Buffalo 10. Breaking the action, sponsored by Culligan Water. Culligan's high-efficiency water softener is the world's most efficient with its unique upflow proportional brinning and its trademark AquaSensor technology. Learn more at Culligan.com. Bengals up by 17, 11:22 to play. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
The NFL
NFL playoffs are here, and the easiest way to get into the action is with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. New customers get started with $150 in free bets, guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just sign up with promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets, from the money line to point spreads to player props, all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Place your first $5 bet to get $150 in free bets, win or lose, with promo code WIN. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus in select states. Must be present in select states to wager. First online real money wager only. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbookfanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG. For Colorado, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia, West Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona. 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. 1-800-522-4700 Wyoming, Kansas, or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. 1-877-770-STOP Louisiana. 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. 467-369 in New York. TN Redline 1-800-889-9789 in Tennessee.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is you're going to get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. This is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches.
Order the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Welcome back to Western New York, along with Mike Mayock and Ross Tucker. I'm Ian Eagle, together with Navy Federal Credit Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for today's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One, and give an extra special shout-out to the over 1 million men and women in uniform stationed around the world in military bases and ships at sea defending our nation. Navy Federal Credit Union proudly serves the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Well, we told you Jordan Poyer headed to the locker room with a member of the athletic training staff. Tre'Davious White just jogged to the locker room on his own, so indicator that he might be back. That could be a bathroom break for White, but a good sign that he was up and running.
Correct, 100%.
Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, just going according to plan here. They put up 27 points. They've held the Bills to 10. Booming kick by McPherson, so no return for Hines, who had 2 touchdowns in that Week 18 victory over New England. Every Westwood One football broadcast this season is now available on all Alexa-enabled devices. Just say Open Westwood One Sports. You'll be taken straight to the action. That's Open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. Mike, this has not been a quick strike ability offense on either side. So Buffalo's got 11-22 to work with, and they're down 17.
It's going to be high tempo, no huddle, and it's all going to be number 17.
From the 25, Josh Allen, short drop, drifting. He will throw and hits the open man. Dawson knocks right along the numbers. A perfect strike as he stumbles forward to the 44-yard line. That's a 30-yard pass from Allen to the tight end.
He was wide open. It was a single high defensive look. He was a tight end lined up inside and ran a deep seam route in between the corner and safety.
They'll mark it just short of the 43, so a big chunk on first down. Allen out of the pocket, moving to his right. He will chuck it out of bounds. Had to move quickly. Gabe Davis in the vicinity. It's 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you what, Lou Anarumo, who's typically fairly conservative, brought 2 defensive backs off each edge. That forced Josh out of the pocket and forced him to throw it away when he had some open receivers down the field.
It was Mike Hilton that hurried up the process there, and Allen had to get rid of it. 10:47 to play. We're in the 4th. Cincinnati 27, the Bills 10. Buffalo with the football in Cincinnati territory at the 43-yard line. 3 receivers off to the right, 2 to the left. They spread it here for Allen. Rush is coming. Allen, pump fake, steps up, avoids the rush, throws on the move, and connects with his man at the 32-yard line, Cole Beasley. It'll be short of a first down, it appears, by a yard, but no. They have moved the spot. It is enough forward progress, good for 10.
Beasley came back to catch the football. I thought Josh Allen was throwing it. I mean, he did a great job on that pump fake, not letting go of the football.
Allen, shotgun formation on 1st and 10 from the Cincinnati 32. Allen, step, tries to deliver, hit as he throws. The ball is rolling around, scooped up at the 30-yard line by the Bengals. Hendrickson recovers it. The hit by Mike Hilton. And Cincinnati believes they've got a turnover. The officials are yet to rule one way or the other.
Naked eye, I thought the hand was coming forward.
That's what it felt like on the live action as well. Allen, by the way, got hit hard on the play. Allen was trying to throw that ball as he was hit on the follow-through.
DJ Reader up the middle, but the big hit was the nickel blitz by Mike Hilton, who gets home again.
But now keep in mind, Mike, there are situations where the officials may not blow the whistle to let this thing play through. All turnovers are reviewed.
100%.
10:06 to go. They're going to, of course, check it out. Right now, it's Cincinnati football with a 27-10 lead. 10:06 to play. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We'll get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we'll take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
NFL Plus is here, which means no matter where you are, this is how you football.
Let's go!
You can stream all playoff games and Super Bowl 57 live on your phone or tablet. 45-minute game replays with NFL Plus Premium and more. This is the NFL for every fan. This is football freedom. This is your game on the go. Wherever you are, this is how you football. Go to plus.nfl.com and sign up today. Terms and conditions apply.
Monster.com can help you tackle the job hunt and make your next career move. In football and in life. There's the regular season, and then there's the playoffs. Monster.com knows that scoring your next job, that's a playoffs moment. To bring your A game, you need Monster.com. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com has all you need for a strong performance when it counts. We all know the playoffs are no time for messing around. Go to Monster.com and win the job hunt. Monster.com.
Are you ready?
Every pro is an MVP to us. As a Lowe's MVP's Rewards member, you can earn bonus points when you shop select products and brands. Then redeem them for exciting rewards like tools, sports memorabilia, e-gift cards, and more. Join today to become a member and start earning. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Subject to program terms. While supplies last. Points expired end of calendar year. Visit Lowe's.com/MVP's bonus points for details.
Along with Mike Mayock and Ross Tucker, I'm Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. A few things to unpack here. The call has been overturned. They saw the replay, all plays reviewed on turnovers, and it was indeed an incomplete pass. Josh Allen's arm was moving forward. Allen went to the pop-up tent. They were checking on that elbow. Allen, it appeared, was going to miss this play on 2nd and 10. Keenum was in, but Allen takes the field, and he's looking to throw. Allen, couple of pumps. Allen, pump and run to the 30. Zigzag move, slides down at the 26-yard line. Short of a first down, he gets a cheer from this Buffalo crowd. Mike Hilton with the tackle. The frustration on these plays, Mike, comes from the fact that the officials do not make a determination right away. The officials were looking at one another, and part of that issue is that it isn't the crew that's traveled and worked together all year. They do an all-star crew in the playoffs, referee, and then everybody else on the crew from different crews.
I couldn't disagree more with that system. I think you're a teammate first. You grow together over an 18-game schedule, and you ought to stay together.
Meanwhile, it's a 3rd and 4. Allen, high snap, rush coming. Allen gets rid of it. It's caught at the 20-yard line by Knox, just as Allen was getting drilled by Mike Hilton. Good enough for a first down at the 20.
Cole Beasley was in motion. I thought he actually headed toward the line of scrimmage prior to the snap, and it should have been called. Good job by Josh Allen getting rid of the football as he was getting hit, but I thought the ball was dropped.
So they'll move the chains. Allen was grabbing at his left wrist right at the end of the hit. It's a first down at the 20. Allen, protection holds up. He throws to the left. It's caught, but immediately hit on the play. Singletary got chopped down by Hilton, who's been all over the field for Cincinnati.
Hilton is a feisty son of a gun at Ole Miss, about a 6-year veteran. To Ross's point earlier, Cincinnati tackles. They don't beat themselves. We're in the red zone again. You're going to have to earn your way in, probably with a shot into the end zone. And time is trickling away. We approach 8 minutes to go. 17-point lead for Cincinnati. Allen, shotgun, pump, knocked up in the air. Allen's pass is incomplete. There was a crowd there. Defensive lineman, offensive lineman with a free football, and it lands on the turf. It's 3rd down and 10. B.J. Hill got a piece again. B.J. Hill's played really well the latter part of this season. Both playoff games, he's been a force. Buffalo is 4 out of 10 on 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 10 at the 20, with the Bills down by 17. Shotgun. Spread it. 2 receivers left. 3 to the right. Flag thrown. A jump.
False start.
On the right side.
79 offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down. Spencer
Brown. Back it up 5 yards. Line of scrimmage will be the 25 with 8:10 on the clock. 3rd and 15. Bills break the huddle. 6 penalties this half against Buffalo. Cincinnati has not been penalized. Clean game from the Bengals start to finish. Trying to get to the finish line now with 8 minutes left. Shotgun, Allen, toss it near side, caught by Singletary, looking for blockers. Singletary busts through, couple of tacklers, but he's down at the 16, well short of a first down. Looks like Beasley heading in there. This is an interesting one because you need two touchdowns and a field goal, and it doesn't matter what the order is. So it's 4th and 8, 4th and 7, and they're going to go for it here unless they just try to draw them off sides, but they're going for it right here. You don't get it, it might be too big of a hill to climb. Correct. I think I'd kick the field goal to keep the game alive. 4th down. Shotgun. Allen, 2 receivers left. Allen looking that way, waiting. Allen, patient. Downfield to the end zone, knocked away. Eli Apple waving at the Dikembe Mutombo. Finger. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and the Bills hand it over on downs with 7:23 to go. Another big stop by the Cincinnati Bengals. They get the football back with a 27-10 lead. We're in the 4th quarter in Buffalo. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol Shaving Cream. That's Barbasol Shaving Cream, an American classic for over 100 years. You're looking good, America. You're shaving with Barbasol.
Barbasol. Today on Hey Culligan, unnecessary contaminants. Here's the referee.
Hey Culligan, that's a flag on my water for flagrant foul taste.
Ooh, that's a tough one, ref, but the solution is a Culligan Smart RO drinking water system that reduces up to 58 contaminants, making your water safer and delicious.
Yeah, I guess I missed that call.
And with the Culligan Connect app, you always know when your filters need changing.
The water's up and it's good.
Good call, ref, and we're already on the way. Kick things off with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Those are sports sounds. And people love sports so much, it makes them pay attention when I say, drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. And we all know how sports fans feel about big saves.
What a save!
See what I did there? Save is also a sports word. So save big when you switch to Progressive. Ooh, that's a golf clap.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
Monster.com can help you tackle the job hunt and make your next career move in football and in life. There's the regular season, and then there's the playoffs. Monster.com knows that scoring your next job, that's a playoffs moment. To bring your A game, you need Monster.com. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com has all you need for a strong performance when it counts. We all know the playoffs are no time for messing around. Go to Monster.com and win the job hunt. Monster.com.
Shop millions of cars on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, and electric cars. Find your 1 in a million car and leave the hassles of car shopping in the rearview mirror. Finally, it's easy. AutoTrader.
Iron Eagle Mike Mayock here in the Grainger broadcast booth at Highmark Stadium. Postseason victories require an edge. Grainger gives your business an edge with free product support, plus supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Franchise record, 28 first downs. That's a playoff record for Cincinnati. They have controlled the action from the word go today. It's a handoff to Samaje Perine, tries to take it up the middle and loop to the outside. He's cut down there after a gain of 2. Buffalo has 2 timeouts remaining, 7:19 mark of this fourth quarter. Next week, it'll be the AFC Championship game. If Cincinnati holds on, they will head to Kansas City to meet the Chiefs in a rematch from last year. If Buffalo has a miraculous comeback, they would play the Chiefs in Atlanta, neutral site determined by the NFL based on the fact that the Bills and Bengals did not complete their game in Week 17.
Well, I mean, based on that, why didn't the NFL look at the potential of if Cincinnati had won that game, they'd be playing in Cincinnati today?
I agree with you 100%.
And I think that's part of the chip on the Bengals' shoulder,
no doubt.
To be really honest.
And they're using it.
I don't blame them.
Cincinnati's a team that felt disrespected last year when they went on the Super Bowl run. They start 0-2 this year, 4-4 after 8 games. Felt that disrespect, and it's fueled them. And this is the result. 27-10 lead, 7 minutes to go. Handoff, Perine running to the right. Perine, they push him forward for a first down.
No way.
Physical, strong. Perine brings an edge, 11 yards, and that'll move the chains for Cincinnati.
Perine is a great story. Miami cut him in 2020. He was signed by Cincinnati, and ever since, people think of him as a backup. I think of him more as a compliment to Mixon. Really a powerful, tough guy. There's no way that should have been a first down with all the attempts at tackles. Just no way. Perine wanted it more.
Buffalo has used its final timeout with 7:08 to go in the fourth. Let's check in with Ross Tucker.
You know, it's interesting, guys. The Bengals are the pass-heaviest team in the NFL. They throw the ball in a higher percentage of their plays than anybody else, yet today they've done it a lot on the ground. It's been a lot. Joe Mixon, who's been kind of the forgotten man, he's now coming back in the game. They've had a pretty good 1-2 punch, but it's just weird to see a team that's known for throwing the ball more than anybody else control the ground, especially here in Buffalo in the snow.
You know what, Ross? My dad, the old high school coach, used to say this is the run day game. You know, this is run weather. And they averaged 96 yards a game, which was 29th out of 32 teams.
Yep.
Today they've got, 154 yards on the ground. And, Ross, I'm just blown away by the performance of the offensive line. That, to me, there's been no turnovers on either side. To me, the story of the game is that Cincinnati O-line.
Totally agree, Mike. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm stunned by this entire outcome of this game so far. There's 7 minutes left. This is no fluke. The Bengals have been clearly the better team throughout. They've been the better coach team. I mean, this is a very dominant performance by them that I don't think many people were expecting. I know I wasn't.
Well, this team has won 9 straight games, including last week's victory over Baltimore. They squeaked by the Ravens with a 98-yard fumble return for a touchdown by Hubbard. 7:08 to play. Buffalo is out of timeouts. First down run. Handoff. Mixon runs into a crowd and lunges forward for a gain of a yard. Hit by Tremaine Edmonds. Buffalo cannot stop the clock, and Cincinnati's going to take its sweet time.
Let me tell you something about the Hubbard fumble recovery last week. As much attention as it gets, and justifiably so, that play doesn't even happen if Jesse Bates doesn't make a hustle play 45 yards downfield on the tackle at the 2-yard line. And that's what I mean by this is a team first. They're not a group of individual stars, but they have a bunch of really good players who are coached well and play at a high level together.
Second down and 9 for the Bengals. Mixon remains in there with a tight formation. Handed off, Mixon straight through the middle and nearly broke that one. He stumbled right at the end. He's upset at himself that he didn't emerge through that pile and go the distance. He got tripped up right at the end of the play. That's a gain of 7.
Hey, Ross, is there ever something an offensive line enjoys more than knocking the crap out of somebody when they know you're going to try and knock the crap out of them?
It's really hard to do. I mean, it's hard to run when the defense knows you're going to run it, but if you can get past the second level, you can break them. Even though they're going spread here, wouldn't be surprised if they give the ball to Mixon again.
Over 400 yards of offense for Cincinnati. Mixon himself, 102 on the ground. Handed to him. Mixon, extra effort. He's got a first down. Running low to the ground. Mixon would not go down on first contact, and he's got enough to move the chains at the 40-yard line. Tackle made by Milano.
So this left guard, Cordell Volson, is a rookie 4th round. Ross mentioned from North Dakota State. Like most North Dakota State players, all he is solid, tough, smart. He started 17 games this year as a 4th round rookie. And again, it's just another example. They draft well. They coach really well, and this is the net result.
A 4-time FCS champion at North Dakota State. Played right tackle there, starting at left guard for Cincinnati. It's a handoff, this time Pirine. Pirine is wrapped up and taken down, but hands another dish of punishment to the 44-yard line. The reimagined Pro Bowl presented by Verizon is headed back to Vegas. Tickets start as low as $35 Sunday, February 5th, 12 p.m. Pacific Time at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Visit ProBowl.com/tickets to buy your tickets today. Give a lot of credit to Duke Tobin and the Brown family. Tobin, the director of player personnel, has been with the Bengals since 1999. His dad, Bill, a longtime GM with Chicago and Indianapolis. 2nd down and 6 for the Bengals. Pirine stays in there, feed it to him. Pirine runs it up the gut. They push the pile, and he'll cross the 45-yard line and pick up a couple. Sets up 3rd down and short here for Cincinnati.
And just to tag you on Duke Tobin, I'm happy you said that. I've known Duke for a lot of years, and the last 3 years I had to deal with him a lot of general management stuff, talk about a lot of different trades. I've got a lot of respect for him. They draft well. They might be conservative, and they are in that organization. They don't pay a lot of free agents. They pay that middle to low-class free agent, and they believe in team more than individual.
Well, it's working. Cincinnati, the number 3 seed in the AFC, 12-4. Very well could have been the 1 seed if things broke a certain way, but they're playing like a 1 seed right now. 3rd down run. Pirine trying to peel away from the defenders, and that second wave gets him short of the line to gain by a yard. Needed to get to the 50, takes it to the 49, and it is 4th down.
Pretty amazing when you don't have any timeouts.
Right? It changes everything.
They used that one timeout early in the 3rd quarter, remember? We talked about it. That's a no-no, and you only have 2 to stop the clock. It just keeps relentlessly going. We're under 3 minutes.
It's a helpless feeling.
Oh, my God.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
And they're going for it on 4th and 1. Throw under center, and we've got movement. Flags fly. The question, did Buffalo move or did Cincinnati flinch?
Number 67.
It was the Bengals.
The guy I just gave all the props to. Solid, smart, and tough. What did he do?
The analyst jinx rears its ugly head in the divisional round.
Oh, man. Come on, Bolson.
Cincinnati was just trying to slam the door shut here. They got another first down. They could have milked the clock even more. 2:38 left. Instead, they'll punt it away, do the right thing with Drew Chrisman and Nyheim Hines standing at the 10-yard line. In these conditions, a return would be incredibly difficult based on the footing. Back it up after the penalty. They have the ball set. 2:39 to play in the 4th. Adamitis to snap it. Chrisman standing at his own 30-yard line, kicking from right to left. 27-10. Cincinnati in control. Modest rush. Kick sails down to the right sideline and out of bounds. Hines catches it over there. Won't even get a chance. A reminder that you could hear Westwood One's coverage of every NFL postseason game streamed live for free. Catch all the action on the NFL app via Westwood One station streams on WestwoodOneSports.com or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. All sponsored by AutoZone. Why is AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? Because they offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries. They've always got your battery solution, so just get in the zone. AutoZone. 2:32 to go. Bills need a miracle. They're down 17 points. Allen in the pocket, throws to the far side. It's bobbled and caught by Singletary, and he just makes a beeline to the perimeter to get out of bounds after the gain of 9.
And I think we just saw what we're going to see a lot of, which is 2 high safeties. And if you're going to trust anybody in Cincinnati, it's those 2 safeties. I think their safeties are high-level players. I like both of them a lot. They're smart. They're going to come up and tackle. And Arumo has blitzed on occasion, especially with that nickel blitz with 21 Hilton.
Von Bell, Jesse Bates, both have played at a high level. This defense overall has been terrific. The throw to the left side, caught right along the numbers by Knox. Cincinnati trying to jar the ball loose, and he takes it across the 30-yard line for a 12-yard connection. Pratt and Wilson, the linebackers, there to greet him.
Both of whom are really good as pass-defending linebackers.
We count it down. 2:04 to go. Sidearm toss. Hauled in by Singletary. Leaps across the 30-yard line, and he's down. They didn't whistle him down initially, and Singletary just keeps on running. One official has him down back at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, it's coming all the way back.
And that's where they will spot the football. That has taken us to the 2-minute warning. Here in Orchard Park, New York, the Bengals 27, the Bills 10. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
Southern Recipe Pork Rinds. Nothing goes better with football than pigskin. So celebrate Pork Rind Appreciation Day this football season with the bacony crunch of Southern Recipe Pork Rinds. Get a low-carb, protein-packed pork rind snack that's as tasty out of the bag as it is in your favorite keto-friendly recipe. Find your rind in the snack aisle today or at southernrecipe.com. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds.
Available in the snack aisle at your local World Market today.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 57.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Along with Mike Mayock and Ross Tucker, I'm Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. 1:59 to play. Cincinnati in control. A 27-10 lead. Allen out of the shotgun on 2nd and 5. He throws to the far side. It's broken up by Pratt. Dawson knocks the intended target. Stops the clock with 1:53 to play.
And they brought Hilton again. Nickel blitz. It forced the ball out. Jermaine Pratt breaks on the ball. I'm telling you, they just play what a coach told me years ago. They call it congruent defense. Everybody knows what the other guy does, and they understand where they belong in the field.
3rd down and 5 for Buffalo. Ball is at the Bills' 35-yard line. They trail by 17. Utter disappointment here for the Buffalo Bills and their fan base. Handoff to Singletary. Stutter step move, needs 5 yards, and he gets right to the line to gain. And it should be enough for a first down.
Clock keeps going.
And the Bills not rushing to the line. 1:35 left. They do move the chains to the 40-yard line. Allen operating from the gun. Down to 1:27 left. Allen takes the snap, looks, throws over the middle. Wide open catch made by Singletary, trying to get to the sideline, and does, out of bounds. Scampers to the right side across the 45. Good for 18 yards. And a new set of downs for Buffalo. 1:18 to go.
They're just rushing 4, drop 7, very deep, force the check down, and go up and tackle.
Cincinnati 27, the Bills 10. 1:18 on the clock. Allen throws, hits his man. It's Morris stumbling to the sideline along the right, and he is out of bounds inside the 40-yard line to the 37. Clock is stopped with 1:13 to play. They pick up 6 yards on the play. Joe Burrow, helmet is off. He's got the beanie hat on. Doesn't crack that steely stare. He'll smile at some point when this one's over. Shotgun for Allen. Allen looking downfield. Allen going to uncork it to the right side. It is intercepted. A lunging pick by Cam Taylor-Britt to end it. 1:02 on the clock, and a fitting way for this Cincinnati defense to celebrate with snow angels in the end zone, leading 27-10.
That's so much fun. So what a great feeling for the Bengal franchise. Allen expanded to his left, threw it all the way back to his right to the corner of the end zone. Taylor-Britt, the rookie second-round pick, undercut the route. And they're going to be heading to Arrowhead next week.
Bengals fans have bunched together behind the Cincinnati bench area and are cheering on their team. They have filled up the first 8 rows in a semicircle around the Bengals players. Victory formation for Cincinnati. Burrow takes a knee. Clock is down to 55 seconds left. It's going to be a rematch of last year's AFC Championship with the Bengals taking on the Chiefs.
Bengals have already beaten Kansas City this year.
Burrow takes a knee, and it's over. The winning continues for Cincinnati. The Bengals are going back to the AFC Championship game. They have won 10 in a row, and they will make an appearance in the conference championship for consecutive years for the first time in franchise history. 27-10, the final here in Orchard Park, New York. A bitter end to this season for the Buffalo Bills. So much promise, dreams of a Super Bowl, but right now they have run into a juggernaut.
Yep.
Cincinnati is playing at an extremely high level.
30 years in a row without a playoff win. Draft Joe Burrow, draft Jamar Chase, coach real well, and what do you get? 5 playoff wins and counting in 2 years. So darn impressive for the entire franchise.
This Bengal team is locked in.
You come into Buffalo and you smack them 27-10.
And Mike, you could feel it right away. Opening drive of the game, they did whatever they wanted down the field, and it just set the tone for the entire day.
Yeah, the run game, the physicality up front, the multiple tight ends, knocking down linebackers, Mixon dropping his pad level, and Joe Burrow just being Joe Burrow. And defensively, so good in the red zone. They're really good.
All right, let's send it downstairs. Ross Tucker with a special guest.
Guys, I'm here with Bengals running back Joe Mixon. Joe, so much talk this week about 3 backups on the offensive line. Seemed like those guys came out and got the job done.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Linemen came through. Everybody had to rise up to the occasion. Everybody knows the big game. We needed everybody in a big way, in a major way, and they came through and pulled it off, man. I'm just so excited for them big dogs in the front. Hey, they were blocking their ass off today, receivers on the perimeter, and me and P-Ryan finishing the runs, man. So it's a blessing to be able to say that we could be one of the 4 to keep advancing to the AFC Championship, man.
Nobody threw the ball more than the Bengals this year. Did you have any idea that you guys were going to run the ball as much as you did today?
I'm going to be honest. Me personally, I didn't. I'm going to be honest. But one thing about it was I stayed ready. I knew at some point I was going to have to come through and deliver, man. And I'm just glad I'm able to do it on one of the biggest stages and in front of the whole team. And just knowing that if we need a big play or big runs or get the first down or get down and dirty, man, and to lead us, I know I'll be able to do it, man. And, just shout out to my dad and shout out to Coach Callahan, shout out to Zach, and shout out to the O-line, man, and the whole Bengals organization, even the fans.
5 playoff wins, Joe, in the last 2 years. You got any more left in you?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. We definitely do. But at the end of the day, it's 1 week at a time. We're going to celebrate for sure tonight. And come tomorrow, we're going to get ready for the Chiefs.
1 game away, baby.
Most definitely.
Congrats, man. Good luck next week.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Fellas?
All right. Thank you so much, Ross. Joe Mixon pumped up. This Bengals team pumped up. They have, in their eyes, been overlooked and disrespected, and they've used it to fuel their fire throughout this season, here in the postseason as well. It's time for us to select the Wendy's Player of the Game. Who are you going with, Mike?
I'm going to change it to unit of the game and go with the Bengals offensive line from left to right. Jackson Carman, rookie Cordell Volson, the center, Ted Karras, 7-year vet at Illinois. At right guard, Max Sharping, cut by Houston. And at right tackle, Hakeem Adeniji. Those guys were monsters today, and should also mention their coach, Frank Pollock, 16 years in the league, 3rd year with the Bengals. I just thought they had a great scheme, both pass protection and run game, and they dominated up front all friggin' day long.
He is the player of the game, not him, all of them. Sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's fries are hot and crispy every single time. Natural cut, skin-on fries prepared to golden goodness, perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Just the way they should be. Choose Wendy's hot and crispy fries today. Once again, the final score, the Cincinnati Bengals win it in the divisional round over Buffalo, 27-10. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Is that a horse?
Actually, it's a wild stallion. Since Navy Federal Credit Union's Platinum Card made it easier to tame our holiday debt, I wanted to see if I could tame something else.
Uh-huh.
Help me saddle up. I need to pick the kids up from school.
With a low intro APR on balance transfers, the Platinum Credit Card lets you take control of your debt. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/Platinum Offer. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Today on Hey Culligan, unnecessary contaminants. Here's the referee.
Hey Culligan, that's a flag on my water for flagrant foul taste.
Ooh, that's a tough one, ref, but the solution is a Culligan Smart RO drinking water system that reduces up to 58 contaminants, making your water safer and delicious.
Yeah, I guess I missed that call.
And with the Culligan Connect app, you always know when your filters need changing.
The water's up, and it's good.
Good call, ref, and we're already on the way. Kick things off with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Welcome back to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One. It's time for our Wrangler highlight of the game.
3rd down and 7 from the 15. Bengals up 7-0. Shotgun. Burrow. Pump fake. Wide open. Burrow fires. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. Pitch and catch for the score. Working the right side. Cincinnati has been absolutely perfect in this opening quarter. And the Bills fans are stunned. It's 13-0 Bengals. That is our highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. Wrangler's got you covered this winter. Shop Wrangler.com for the best in Sherpa line jackets, warm flannel, and durable, stylish jeans. Wrangler for the ride of life. Iron Eagle Mike Mayock, Ross Tucker, the rest of our crew here in Orchard Park, New York. This was a really strong performance by the Cincinnati Bengals. Last week, tight one against Baltimore. They get through, and they deliver on the road in Western New York to the tune of 412 total yards. Mike, we touched on the running game. 172 yards. Joe Mixon, a standout throughout the day.
If you told me the Bengals were going to win this game 27-10, my reaction would be, wow, Buffalo must have turned the ball over 4 or 5 different times for that to happen. But in effect, what really did happen, no turnovers in the entire game. Cincinnati dominated the line of scrimmage, both sides. That revamped offensive line was outstanding. Defensively, they wouldn't let Buffalo run the football. And I think in every sense of the word, Cincinnati dominated every phase.
All right, let's check some of the final stats, find out how the Bengals advanced on the road to State Farm Stadium. State Farm will help you create an affordable price just for you. Call or go to statefarm.com today to create your State Farm personal price plan. So we mentioned the total yards, 412 of them. Burrow individually goes 23 of 36, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was also excellent on the ground when necessary, Mixon 105 yards and a touchdown. It was the touchdown receiving for one Jamar Chase and Hayden Hurst. A touchdown apiece. Looked like Chase had another one. It was taken off the board after replay indicated that he juggled the football, but they settled for a field goal, extended the lead, made it a 3-score game. Mike, you and I at that point looked at one another and thought, how's Buffalo going to come back from this? They have not been able to get those quick strikes that they were so well known for throughout the season. All of their drives were long, lengthy, clock-consuming drives, and that's exactly how it played out.
That one particular drive where you made the call where, hey, they haven't done anything, all of a sudden they hit tight end down the seam for 32, and you think they're going to have a shot, and on 4th and 8, instead of kicking the field goal, they went for it, they were stopped, and the game was over.
So, for Buffalo, it's going to be disappointment, no doubt. This was Super Bowl or bust with everything they've been through this season. Obviously, thank goodness DeMar Hamlin is okay. That's a feel-good story here in Western New York. But unfortunately for the Bills, their journey ends today at home.
At home, in just a physical beating by a better football team today. Bottom line.
Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they've done it before. They think they can do it again, go to Kansas City and win in the AFC Championship game.
They beat them at Kansas City a year ago. They beat them at home in the regular season this year. So if you're Cincinnati, why in the world would you not go to Arrowhead thinking you can win a football game?
Mike, terrific. Always a pleasure working with you.
My pleasure, brother.
This was fun. We had snow. We had 2 great football teams, but we also saw an exceptional performance from the Cincinnati Bengals. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to Ross. Final score, Cincinnati wins it 27-10 over Buffalo. You've been listening to the AFC Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. I want to thank our crew for this afternoon. Studio coordinator, Curtis Poindexter. Studio producer, Brian Finkelstein. Production assistance provided by Paul Kovach, Nick DeLuca, and John James. Our statistician, Paul Bracci. Spotter, Butch Baird. Engineer, Peter Grosskopf. Producer, Larry Costigan. Coordinating